Hi. Whoops. That's not what I meant to do. That's also not the music that should be playing right now. Whoops. I was supposed to hit studio, then set up the transition, but I didn't do that. Hi, everyone. Welcome on in. Hit the music. There we go. That's better. Spooky. Very spooky intro to today's episode. My bad. What's up, Upley? What's a Zero? Welcome in. Hi, hi. Happy Pride, Zero. Happy Pride, everyone who celebrates. Whoops. Wait, what happens if I do this? Hold on. It doesn't do anything because I wasn't on the intro screen. Never mind. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Whoops. I'm here now, I guess. What's up, Cersei? Happy Monday, welcome in. Happy June, welcome in, everyone. It's the first Monday of the month, so as is tradition, we're doing our monthly check-in, our monthly give or take Zatsu free chat check-in thing. I don't have a whole lot, in part probably because we talked a little bit last week already. But I got some stuff. I guess first and foremost, I've been watching Kami-sama Kiss. I've been really enjoying it. It's very good. I'm currently like 9 episodes in, which is for any knowers, it's right after Nanami rescued Tomoe from the Sea King's castle. Is that it? What's it about? Great question, Zero. So it is about a girl called Nanami, who is your traditional like high school girl, and she's kind of down on her luck. Her father like lost a lot of money in gambling debts. Basically, it's one of your standard Japanese tradition, or Japanese like not tradition, Japanese like anime where it's like the parents don't exist, like the kid is just on their own effectively. And so I don't know what happened to the mother. I don't know if she's dead, but like the father is definitely like he's broken, he's just gone. That's like exposition that happens in the first 2 minutes of the show. But then beyond that, what it is show opens up, she's destitute, she's poor, she's sitting on a park bench, just sad that she has nothing. And man comes up, listen. Well, no, that's not what happens. She's lamenting that she has nothing. Then she hears a man being terrorized by a small dog off in the distance. She goes and saves the man from the small dog because the man just can't deal with dogs. And in thanks for doing that, the man who turns out to be a god, thank you, Asmo. Hi, Asmo, welcome in. Hi. The man who turns out to be a god grants onto her the power of being a land god. And so she like, he's just like, yeah, I don't want to be a god anymore. You're the god now. See ya. Kind of, but she doesn't really understand what's going on when that's happening. He just tells her like, hey, you seem destitute. Do you need like a place to stay? You can go like chill out at my house. Tell them that I sent you. And she's like, I guess I'll try it, sure. And then she gets there and is like, oh, that dude made me a land god? And so the entire series is about her being a land god and her relationship with these spirits and familiars. The main one being, of course, her familiar, which she effectively inherited from the old land god, Tomoe, who's like a fox guy. And then in addition to him, which he's the best one, obviously, because he's the main one, and also, he's just the best one. It just works like that, right? And there are a few others with them. LP, I am watching in Japanese with English subtitles. Did you watch it in EN? What's the, like, I don't know if there's any, like, major differences or if you're just checking for it. Because I know that the name is slightly different. It's Kami-sama Hajimashita in Japanese, which is kind of like a mixture of starting to become a god and, like, pleased to meet you, Mr. God or Miss God, right? Whereas, like, the English title is just Kami-sama Kiss. Watching JP with subtitles. Perfect, yeah. I'm watching it the same way then. Is the Q welcome in? Hi. Happy birthday to the glorious state of Texas. Yo, is that true? Texas birthday. Kiwi's telling me it, so it has to be true, right? Texas Independence Day. March 2nd! Kiwi, I think you're, I think you're about 3 months late. Almost 3 months late. Technically, you're 2 months and like 30 days late, but still. Texas birthday of Arknight's Friday. Oh, Texas birthday Arknights. Arknight's birthdays. It is in fact Texas. It's also everyone's favorite standard powerhouse, Nyamu Yutenji from Ave Musica. Wow. And also Nightmare and Skyfire. Nyamu is a fun character in Arknights, just because she is one of like 3 characters that has, as far as I'm aware, it's only the 3 of them. It's Hoder, Nyamu, and I think it's Myrtle is the 3rd one. They all have the same physical strength rating of standard, which is why those 3. Hoder is on par with Nyamu, or should I say, no, yeah, that's the correct one. Nyamu is the most powerful of them. Can't wait to play her on Arknights Unleashed. Dude, I'm excited. I think potentially next week or the week after, I might do some Arknights Unleashed on stream. Just labbing stuff, because right now it doesn't have like a good like multiplayer. It relies on like using like IPs and like the caster and like Hamachi, which I am not. I set up Hamachi like 14 years ago, probably more than that actually. 20 years ago. No, not that far. Like 16 years ago. That's probably accurate. In high school, if not middle school, to like play Minecraft, and that was awful. And I'm not gonna mess with that again. Almost done with season 2. Nice. I'm interested in like obviously I'm only 9 episodes in LP. I'm interested in seeing where like if season 2 does anything new or different, or if it's just more of the same. Not necessarily that would be a bad thing, but I am actually very happy. So yeah, to finish the description of it, yo, what's up, Breakfast? Welcome in. What's this? Fair fights, welcome in. Haha. But to finish the description of Kami-sama Kiss for Zero, and for anyone that doesn't know, what's up, Harmonica? Welcome in. Hi. Hi, domo. Brakos, Harmonica. And also technically Kiwi, because I got distracted with it. I'm talking about Kami-sama Kiss at the beginning of it, which is, for anyone that just joined in, it's basically I assume it's technically a shoujo anime, but it's about Nanami, young high school girl, becomes a land god, and then she gets her familiar. She has the one familiar, Tomoe, who is the best one, the fox guy. And then there are other ones that aren't her familiars, but they like, they try to go after her. In part to become like, because they like her, and in part because she's a land god and they can like take her land god powers and then like become stronger. So Tomoe is the best one by far. He's the tsundere fox boy, perfect. Then you have the crow, the Tengu, whose name I don't remember off the top of my head. I like that in the second episode of it, Nanami he like tries to like put the moves on Nanami. Kurama, thank you. Kurama is the Tengu crow boy, and he's trying to like put the moves on Nanami because like at first he kind of like just brushes her off, and then when he realizes like, oh, she's a land god, I can like try to like get with her and then take her powers. He like tries to put the moves on her, and she's like, no, I don't like you, and he's like, ugh, and that was great. I'm glad that she had like I don't want to say a spine, that feels almost too mean to say, but I'm glad that she like stuck to her guns and was like, no, I don't like you that much. And so he kind of becomes like, not pathetic, but it's like he gets rebuffed, and I like that she didn't immediately fold him, that he got rebuffed, and he keeps showing up here and there as a supporting character, who like at this point I think it's just him and Tomoe just have like a rivalry thing going on. And he doesn't really do a lot with her anymore, outside of like helping her out when she needs it. But like generally speaking, they become amicable, which I like. I like that. That's fun characterization. I know. I agree with that, Alfie. It's very fun. I was playing Infield a bit over the last few days. Wish the story could cook harder. It's heading back that way. Okay, that's good. But damn, the game itself is fun in a lot of areas, and I want to like it more. Real. I need to jump back in at some point and actually finish the as much of the story as I can and get into like just playing it again a little bit. I think I mentioned I think it was last month maybe at this point, Harmonica, but like I don't know how big of a break you took, if you took a break at all since Infield released. But Infield does have, for anyone that didn't hear this before, Infield does have like the welcome back Doctor, or welcome back Inman, sorry. Welcome back Inman banner thing. Not banner, but like the login bonus thing. So I like logged in, I got that. I did my like 10 free roll because I had hit the pity on Rossi, or hit like the breakpoint on Rossi to get like a free 10 pull on the Leak girl, which I didn't get her. And I just kind of like walked around. I was like, this is kind of nice to walk around in, but it just never. I never like got back into the entire swing of things. And believe it or not, actually, what happened before me going back to play Infield was I've been playing Factorio the last couple days, which has been really fun. I have not touched like Factorio truly probably since when did Space Age come out? 2024 or 2025? I think it was a 2024 thing. I want to say like November 2024 question mark? October 2024, yeah. So I think like it came out, I think in November, around like the Thanksgiving break in November. That's when I like did it on stream for a little bit. And then I went and like made my own world off stream that I like played through a lot of. And off stream I never really got super deep into it. I didn't get like off stream I did, oh well that's a lie. I did get into it, but I never got like as far as I did on stream. I never went to Vulcanus, which is the other planet, which we did an entire bit where I called it Paris when we were playing it on stream. But I finally, in playing it the last, like, over the weekend, like Friday, maybe Wednesday? Did I start Wednesday? I definitely played Friday night, Saturday. I finally got the Vulcanus on another save outside of the one that I used on stream, and it's been really fun. I have 2 ships, and I can, like, ferry things back and forth between Vulcanus and Novice, which is the starter planet. And, like, I'm making big money moves. I have Orange Science. Only like 25 of them, and I need like hundreds if not thousands of them, but like baby steps. My next move in that game is to make enough uranium ammo to kill a giant worm a la Dune, and once I do, we're set. But like that's my very, very slow goal at the moment, because I'm just right now in the process of shipping tens of hundreds of uranium tank shells from the starter planet to Vulcanus, so I can go to war with a single worm, which their regen is not to be laughed at. They have a lot of regen, because I tried like putting some turrets and dealing with it. Does not work out that well. Does not work out that well at all. But yeah, I got the factory bug bit me, but unfortunately it wasn't the infield factory bug, I guess is the main thing. Haven't been on infield since Zhuang Fengyi was on the banner. I don't know if she's still on there. I think it's oh, did they actually put out a new banner? Okay. Because I was surprised at how long it felt like her banner was up. I don't know if her banner was up for a long time or not, or if it just felt like that, because that was like during my break, and I like started at the, I guess technically started before her banner came up. It was a long banner? Okay. Because I know like the previous update, it had 2 characters, right? It had Tauntaun and Rossi. And so I assume that Fan Yi's banner ran for the length that both of those ran individually. Like, she ran like double length basically, because they only had the 1 character. She had 2 new areas. Oh shit, I didn't know that. Yeah, I've been tapped out for so long. I still have not finished the Tauntaun Rossi stuff. Whoops, my bad. See, she apparently just rotated off then, LP. It's a rerun. Zhongyi's last banner ended like 2 weeks ago. On the 5th, a new banner is coming, which I think has 2 new ops. I saw one was a dude. And the other one, is the other one Mifu? Or whatever the punch girl's name was? I probably want to look at it a little bit. I don't know if I'm pulling for either of them, but at the very least, tap in, take a look around kind of deal, hopefully. I could have gotten her, but I've been kind of lazy in getting on my PS5. Oh, you played on PS5? Nice. So I used kind of like the main operator I wanted, so I kind of used everything I had. Did you find up getting her? I know you recently were talking about Nasty, which you were able to get her in like 100+ polls. Are you back on, do you have every operator in the Arknights now, Harmonica, again? Are you still missing, whatever the one of the last non-limited operators was? This is just the one? Missing her? Wait, which one's her? Or did you get to 123 in Nasty, and you're still just missing Nasty? Either way, ooh. Oh, Pram, that's what it was. That's the one. You did get Nasty in 123. Luckily, Pram is not the limited, so maybe you can get her, but... If I think about her, I know her actual name, not her code name. You talking about, Inya? Or Incia? Inya, there we go. I always get Inya and Incia mixed up, because they are sisters. And, like, I don't know why Inya and Incia, like, I don't know, they're slightly conflated. Last time I called her Enya, people were confused. I understand that. Unless you've read, like, the story, or unless you, like, are tapped into knowing the story, if you called them, like, their proper name, it can get confusing. If someone came up to me and was like, how do you feel about Ensiodes? I would understand, but I would be a little like, what? You can say where the road goes, where the time flew, only time. Be lyric posting Kiwi. The Trust Farm is nearly over, very nice. Didn't someone else recently get to max Trust Farm? Kiwi, you been one of the other Arknights players? Kiwi, it was Kiwi. Kiwi, we got to max Trust Farm recently. Oh, Enya post. I did, when I said Enya, I was vaguely thinking about, like, is there a band called Enya? Very nice, Kiwi. There's the joke. My entire Trust squad is all the operators I have left to farm. Nice. Good job, Harmonica. You know whose Trust you should farm? Not Mizuki from, well, yes, you should trust farm. I didn't realize when I was picking the character's name to say, I didn't realize that the character's name was in Arknights. You should trust farm Mizuki. You probably already have trust farm Mizuki, but you should not trust farm Mizuki if they're the character from Kami-sama Kiss. That guy was all right, and then now now I'm a Mizuki anti. I want to throw back to that real quick. You got Tomoe, which is the best one. He's the fox boy, tsundere. You have Kurama, crow boy. He's just like the bad boy idol, and he's fine. He got shot down, and I think he's in a very good spot story-wise right now, and I kind of like him for that. Then you got Mizuki, who's like the snake boy, who's, I guess, a little yandere. Not really. He's like infatuated with her in like the love way, and because of that, I don't know. Originally I was like, oh, you know, he was saved by Nanami, and so he likes Nanami, and it's like, okay, yeah, I get that. And then he gets like buffeted, and she's like, well, I'll come visit you because you're clearly lonely and your shrine has been like swallowed up by the ocean. And I was like, okay, he's a fine character, and like he'll show up every so often and be puppy dog love, and I was okay with that. And then when Tomoe got kidnapped by the demon king of the sea, she then it was a Mizuki Nanami episode for a little bit, and then like when Nanami had the Dragon King's eye torn from her by the sea witch. This is important. Stay locked in here. When she got the Dragon King's eye torn out from her from the Sea Witch, and the Sea Witch was just gonna take that and the Land God Seal and leave, he kissed her when she was sleeping in order to become her familiar without her like consent or knowledge. And because of that, he then like destroyed the Sea Witch and got the stuff back for her. But like, and then she wakes up and is like, what do you mean you're my familiar now? And that's where I ended, right? That's the last episode I watched. And so it was very just like, what are you talking about? And like, I'm with Tomoe, because he's like, at the very end, Mizuki's like, hi, big brother, familiar Tomoe. And he's like, what? And it's like, what? Like, I liked him as a side character now. I'm afraid they're gonna like have him in too much with all that other stuff. And like, what? Was stealing Nanami's soul. Oh, it wasn't even just the stuff. I thought she was gonna like wake up and like just not be a land god and not be a not have the demon, because I didn't realize it was the entire soul. Well, I knew that also she was stealing like 30 years of Nanami's life. That was also part of the deal, but yeah. Also, what's up, Mario Ram? Welcome in. Hi. Mario, we're talking about Arknights and Kami-sama Kiss. Right now, Kami-sama Kiss. We'll probably go back to Arknights in a second. And or mostly those two. I think I have other stuff in this docket. But hi. No, yeah, the Sea Witch was stealing Nanami's, I guess, soul. My bad. I knew it was the taking the pearl and taking 30 years of her life, and then I was like, oh, she's also taking the land god thing. No, everything must go. But yeah, because of that, like, I don't know how the last 4 episodes are gonna go in the series, but like, I don't know, Mizuki might overstay his welcome if he is gonna be like in the house with them now. Because I was actually to like finish up my little Kami-sama Kiss arc tangent rant discussion period here. I like that it felt like they were making progress. Like, there was, I don't know, I don't actually watch that much, like, romance anime, outside of, like, Toradora, and maybe, like, a handful of other ones. If someone tells me one, I'll be like, oh yeah, I watched that, that's a romance anime, duh. I don't really watch a lot, or, like, read a lot of manga, so for me, like, the ones that I always hear about are the ones where they're, like, stuck in, like, purgatory forever, because on the author's side, it's like, oh, I gotta keep, like, writing new stuff every week or every month, and so I can't, like, make progress for it, because if I make progress for it, then I don't have anything to write. So for me, having not watched something in, like, forever, it felt like they were, like, making progress, where there was, like, they were, like, Tomoe and Nanami were, like, getting together, and then it felt like they had their little, like, bump, because Nanami was like, oh, I actually think I actually like Tomoe, so I'm talking with my girlfriends, and they're like, oh, you should go, like, be really cute around him and take him on a date. You know him a lot, but, like, you've never taken him on a date, have you? So they go to the aquarium, and it's really cute. And then he's like, I don't know, this is kind of weird for me. And they're, like, having the awkward phase, and then, like, Tomoe realized that Tomoe likes Nanami as well, and then, like, he's carrying her because they can't, like, the god and human stuff can't, like, do that much. And then he's so, like, surprised by what she's saying. I'm cutting down a lot here, but, like, he's, like, carrying her over, like, the side of a building in order for her to, like, get the machinations out of her mind, but then he, like, in his heart kind of falls for her and ends up accidentally dropping her. So because of that, she thinks, oh, he's rejecting me, and he's like, oh, fuck, no, I realized I like her, wait, no, I gotta go save her, no. And so, like, episodes 8 and 9 are kind of like they're in their rough spot of just, like, they don't know that they both like each other. And then at the end of, like, the midpoint of 9, Nanami sees that Tomoe loved a woman in the past, which you get little hints of earlier in the series as well, and so maybe that's why he has these feelings and the way he thinks about things right now. And it felt like progress is happening. And then Mizuki came in. It's like, I don't know what's gonna happen in the last 4 episodes, but I hope progress continues to happen. Cause, like, it felt like things were a little happening there. Technically, there's a romance side plot with Apothecary Diaries, but yeah, I get it. That's true. I do, yeah, no, Apothecary Diaries is also probably a romance or romance adjacent one. For me, like, I would probably put the romance part of Apothecary Diaries at, like, number 1 or number 2 in it. It, like, shares it with the mystery part of it. Because, like, there are definitely parts where I'm watching Apothecary Diaries and I'm like, yeah, you gotta solve that, the puzzle house? That was a really fun episode. Because I was like, because me watching, I was like, I'm gonna try to solve this. And then the answer is that you have to be colorblind. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Because I was, like, thinking, I was, like, looking at the doors and being like, what is this? And I was like, oh, colorblind, oh, that's really neat. And there are other parts where it's like, oh, are Jinchi-sama and Mao Mao, like, how is their relationship gonna go? And so it bounces back and forth, which is why I think, I don't know what people's current opinions are on Season 2, but I thought Season 2 was a little bit weaker because it did neither of those things for a lot of it. It definitely went hard on the Chinese dynasty stuff, which is why I'm interested in seeing where they go with Season 3 and with the movie a little bit. Since when they do that, like, you get the Jinchi, like, saving Mao Mao, like, that's kind of your scene in a way. And it's interesting for other reasons, for, like, seeing ancient Chinese, or not even ancient Chinese, like medieval Chinese, like, the living conditions, the going to the weird little, like, town village, and there was the little, like mystery with why is that one patch of grass, like, dead, or it was either dead or why it was growing good, and I forget which one it was, but, like, there's the little patch that's like, oh, because the window from the hut. Like, it's a lot of cute little stuff like that, but the overarching plot of the secret, like, the secret sister coup part, that was a little weak for me. It was low-key why I dropped Kaguya-sama, even though they did make decent progress. There's always something to stall it. Yeah. I have not watched Kaguya-sama, but I have been in a car multiple times with someone, like, during a long road trip, where for some reason we just end up talking about stuff, and I don't know why, but Kaguya-sama's come up at least like 2 or 3 times. And so I know that, at least for him, Kaguya-sama is solid, and then it just kind of like, it gets to the exact point that I was talking about, Zero, where it's like, they have to keep rehashing the same, like, you can't make progress. You have to stall it for X, Y, or Z reason. And then, like, because they have to stall it, then you start being like, oh, these side characters can actually make progress. And this is not my own opinion. I have not watched Kaguya-sama, so I'm taking someone else's opinion for this. But for anyone who's watched it, is it true that, like, the main couple kind of stalls out, they start to progress a side couple, and then they, like, ruin the side couple, like, relationship really hard? Because that's my understanding of it from, like, 2 to 3 car rides worth of Kaguya-sama discourse, is that, like, there is the side couple in Kaguya-sama that just kind of, like, gets a lot of, like, exposition dialogue, and then it just kind of, like, falls apart, which is really sad if so. Some early shoujo. Do you mess with harem shows? Kanokari Nisekoi. I remember Nisekoi. I remember I watched, like, the first couple of episodes of Nisekoi. I didn't stick with it that much. Kanokari. Is that, Rent-A-Girlfriend? Kanojo, Karishimasu or whatever? I definitely don't mess with that one. Yeah, Rent-A-Girlfriend. Because I don't know anything about that one. Nisekoi is a little bit older. Like, if we're talking, like... Thank you, Dolly. What's up, Dolly? Welcome in. Hi. Like, a lot of the weirder anime I watched, or, like, the more, like, topical anime, I don't know what to call it. Seasonal anime is, like, you know, from the early 2010s to mid-2010s. Rent-A-Girlfriend is more, like, late 2010s, early 20s. So that's, like, out of my wheelhouse, unless it gets, like, really popular. Or someone tells me to go watch it. And no one in my life has ever said, like, Ace, you would love Rent-A-Girlfriend. Reminds me of that discourse using a Japanese name. Wait, hold on. That's unrelated. Wait, explain for... Oh, just the discourse of Kanokari versus Rent-A-Girlfriend, or like Kami-sama Kiss versus Kami-sama Hajimemashita. AC would love Rent-A-Girlfriend, trust me. I do not trust you on that one, sorry, Kiwi. Kiwi, I said it the other day, that you'll have like, or even you said it specifically, that you're like, I don't trust my recommendations. I'll recommend you some hot, like, not great show, and I'm calling that one, Kiwi. That's the one that I'm not gonna trust. Weaponizing your trust on me? Never. I mean, you are, but I would never fall for it. Also, I'm gonna scroll up real quick. I don't know if Asmo and Harmonica are still here, but I'm half asleep right now, and when you were talking about Factorio, I was sitting here like, Infield has multiple planets already? I was talking about Factorio, Asmo. In fact, it was Infield that made me start talking about Factorio, so I understand the confusion. But yeah, no, I was talking about Factorio again, because Harmonica had brought up Infield, and I was thinking about how I would much rather play Factorio than Infield, because I have been playing it recently. And it is very fun. However, I will admit, like, there is part of me that would probably enjoy more of the... They updated the way infield mechanics work with relation to the factory, right? I think I play on mouse... I play on controller for everything in infield. Very rarely have I switched to the keyboard. When I have, it's usually been for factory stuff. I'm interested in seeing, like, maybe I should go back into it and see what they've done with that. The factory stuff in infield is so almost interesting, too. I think that's the thing. Maybe if I'm in the right mindset, I would like it more, but it felt very... Because you're in such a cramped location, which is part of the fun, it's part of the puzzle, is fitting your spaghetti into a specific box. But a lot of it, I don't know, it felt weird. Because it isn't Factorio. It's a Factorio-like, but it's not Factorio. So it's somewhere weirdly in the middle, and it does its job as a Factorio, like, fine, but it doesn't do enough to make me be like, yeah, I'm getting the satisfaction out of this. No relation to Satisfactory, by the way. And then Harmonica was talking about Trust Farming Music already, which I figured as well. Okay, scrolling back down. But for real, Jadyugar looks like a really good for upcoming anime. What's Jadyugar? Jadyugar. A Witch's Life in Mongol. Okay. Okay, I'll take a look at that one later. Oh. Manga is very interesting. The idea of A Witch's Life in Mongol, that name alone kind of sells you on something. And I like, hold on, I'm only seeing like the cover image of this, but it's very distinct in its art style. Like, for reference here, this is the volume of cover 2, but for anyone who has not seen this and doesn't feel like alt-tabbing right now, that's what I'm looking at. And like, that's kind of cool. Like, both covers that I see right now, Volume 1 and Volume 2, kind of have this like look to it. And that's a very like interesting, distinct art style. Plus, like, theoretically, if it's A Witch's Life in Mongol, it's about like the Mongolian civilization or something related to that, which is, as an American, I don't know that much about it outside of like Genghis Khan. So I do like learning more about parts of the world that I don't have normal interaction with. Like back when I was talking about the Apothecary Diaries like a second ago, right? While it wasn't the romance or the puzzle solving part, there was a part of me that did enjoy just seeing like theoretically what medieval China was kind of like back then, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool for the season 2 stuff specifically. Even the season 1 stuff I think was better because it was in the location that, like, it also did that with the palace and everything, but I don't know, I had more connection with that because that was like where Mao Mao and Jinchi were. Whereas the one of I guess I did like it because they had a little like festival with the masks and everything. I guess I just specifically didn't like the overarching like reason why they were there with like the kidnapping and then like it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't even bad. It was just fine. Have you been watching Witch Hat? Or need to beat you with a stick? You need to beat me with a stick, Harmonica. I guess, how many episodes are we in? Should I just start watching it now? I even said this yesterday. I think you're like the 7th person that's asked me this, Harmonica. 7th unique person that's asked me this. And it's like, I wanted to wait until the season's entirely out. But like, because so many people have asked me at this point, it's like, maybe maybe I just need to start watching it just so I can talk with people now. Because we've definitely hit a saturation point with people asking me that. Episode 10 just came out. Oh, I would be caught up though. That's fine. I might catch up just in time for the last episode. I have to finish Kami-sama Kiss season 1 first though, which that will probably be later this week. So we'll see if over the weekend I download it and start catching up. Hold on, let me. If Ace won't watch it, I will. Nice, Dolly. Did you just look it up or? Hold on, wait a minute. Wait. Which one are you adding? Ace, you would love her. No, wait, Dolly, are you saying that you're gonna watch Rental Girlfriend? Dolly, I don't know enough about it, Dolly. If you do, report back. Tell me how you feel. A few trailers for that one. Refreshing setting. Yeah, the Mongol one. It looks interesting. Also, what's up, Gabriel? Welcome in. Hi. Also looking forward to Link Click Season 3. At least they got moved up this summer. Link Click sounds like a band. Link Click sounds like the band to, hold on. Database, just living in the database. Who does this? That's Man with a Mission. I don't know why I thought that was like Link. Is there like Link Connect? Is that a band? Madoka opening song. Connect by is the opening theme for Madoka. Who does it? Who's the lyricist of this? It's Connect by who's saying it? Link Madoka OP song singer? Question mark? Oh, that's Claris. Why does Link Connect sound like a band? Am I stupid? It's historical and there are no witches on it. Wait, what is it called? Wait, hold on. Isn't it called A Witch's Life in Mongol? But it's not like a magical witch, it's like a shaman-esque witch. I think I like it more for that reason then. Because while I would like it if it was like a witch's, like an actual magical witch, if it is just straight up a slice of life, or like this is how the Mongol civilization was at a certain point in time, I think I might like that more. Because I already have there's already a lot of like magical witch civilization and stuff. If I wanted more of that, they should just, if they want to do more of lackadaisical witch in a setting, they need to, where's my Flying Witch Season 2, service crew? It's been over a decade. Where is my Flying Witch Season 2? It's so messed up. It's such a good show. It's such Yasuke. It's such a healing anime, and it's so good, and there's definitely more manga for it. Occasionally I'll like stumble across like a new chapter of the manga, and it's still got it. One of the recent chapters I like read through that I just stumbled across was the it's a chapter where Makoto, the main character, is not home, and instead her sister or cousin, whoever the younger girl is, she's there alone, and I think it's Kenny, the Makoto's cat familiar, which is not technically actually a cat. It's more like it's in the form of a cat, but it shapeshifts around. And she has to like deal with like taking the shape-shifting cat that can't control its shape-shifting right now, and like deal with it. So it's like, oh, the cat's currently a mailbox, and I can't move the mailbox outside. And then it turns into like a plastic bag and starts flying away, and so she has to go chase after it. And then it turns into a lion when she's talking with like 2 boys from her school, and they like run away, and she's like, haha, no, I can tame this lion. I'm a lion tamer. It's a really cute little like slice of life bit with the young girl and with the shape-shifting cat. And when he turns into a lion, when the familiar turns into a lion, because when he's a plastic bag or whatever, he can't have a personality or anything like that. But when he turns into a lion, he's got the smuggest look on his face. It's so good. And they could like be animating so much of that in Flying Witch Season 2. I don't know why they haven't. I'm playing The Witcher Blood and Wine. Very nice, Gabriel. That's Witcher 3, right? Blood and Wine is just one of the DLCs for Witcher 3. I was/am very interested in the Mongolian culture, I think. Yeah. It seems like a fun angle to it. Yo, what's up, man? Welcome in. Hi. At this point, just wait until episode 12, 13. You think so? Is it a 12 or a 13? Do not recommend unless you like suffering endlessly for no reason. Hold on. You're gonna have to, which one, Aeon? You talking, your Rent-A-Girlfriend? Or are you talking, we talked out a lot. I'm so back up in chat. Because both Aeon and Francis came in. What's up, Francis, by the way? Hi. Twitch finally putting you on my page again. Good job, Francis. Or good job, Twitch. Link click is what I do to get viruses. There. That's it, Asmo. We found the joke. Maduka Maguka. I can't watch Rent-A-Girlfriend. Any watch Shut Down. You can watch Rent-A-Girlfriend, Dolly. There are ways, which I would never say on the stream, but there are always ways. Claim your free channel membership of twitch.tv/AceWindfall channel on freetwitchsubs.com/ Click. What does this do? Open link. Server not found. Okay, good. Kiwi, you gotta be careful with those links. I'd like to think that Kiwi actually like typed that link out first to make sure that it wouldn't like do anything terrible. Link click is very good. Would recommend. Time travel mystery thriller. Okay. Alright. Just coming in here, dropping all the words I need to hear. Oh. Is a Chinese Donghua web series. Okay, interesting. It's a Bilibili release. Okay, cool. Huh. Time travel mystery thriller with a fairly unique time travel powers tied to photography. It's like that one game we played, but not at all. In the 13th century, Fatima, a captive of the Mongol Empire, the most powerful empire on Earth, was taken prisoner and assigned to serve in the imperial palace. Wait! Kiwi, is it just Mongol Apothecary Diaries? With knowledge from Iran, the era's foremost experts on medicine and science, Fatima seeks a world in which she can display her talents. She meets Toragene, I don't know Mongol, sorry, the 6th wife of the 2nd Emperor Ogende. That's really cool. That just seems like it's an Islamic/Mongol Apothecary Diaries. I will not say further. I kind of like it. That's getting an anime? Was that like a next season anime? A Witch's Life in Mongol. It's only like have 2 volumes right now. July 4th. On Freedom Day. Oh, it's got 5 volumes. I only saw 2 when it popped up. Cool. In the city of Persia. Oh, it's like in Mongol, but it's like in Persia where the Mongols have like invaded, like at that point. Like we're at like probably around the height of the Mongol Empire, I'd imagine. Cool. Probably around, I'm looking at this animated GIF that's expanding right now. We're talking like 1259, 1279, probably. Neat. Also, what's up, Vortis? Welcome in. Hi. I hope you're finished moving in, or if you're moving in is doing quite well, Vortis. Playing your own unpacking IRL. Okay, so what are the anime to watch right now? For you, Service Crew, you gotta watch Kami-sama Kiss. You also gotta rewatch Ping Pong the Animation. And at the end of the month, we're gonna be watching Umumusume Pretty Derby Beginning of a New Era, because Air Shakur is getting released in Umumusume. So you guys all need to watch seasons 1 through 3 of that, plus the Narita Top Road to the Top movie. At the very least, the Road to the Top movie. But realistically, you actually don't need to watch any of those, because I think Beginning of a New Era stands on its own as its own personal piece of art. But that's your job. My job then is to go watch, and I'm writing this down then. Which is Life in Mongol, but that's not out yet. Which had Atelier, which we can probably start at the end of this week. And Mongol is with 2 O's. And Link Click. Okay. It's called Equivalent Exchange. I get anime, you get anime. Trade offer? Yomi no Tsugai. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna look at this real quick, but also, oh, that's the FMA one. I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about that. Actually, I should actually check that out at some point as well. I think you really like the sense of humor. That's an insane pull. Saying I like the sense of humor on something is like, that's a very rare one for someone to pull out for me. Because I think I know what my sense of humor is, but my sense of humor is definitely a little, all over the place. So that's an interesting one you're trying to pull in there, but okay. There's 5 seasons of Rent-A-Girlfriend. Dolly! Dolly, I am concerned with... Dolly, I need to probe your brain. Why? What about Rent-A-Girlfriend has encapsulated you right now? Today was the first full day in my apartment with everything unpacked, but not fully organized. Nice, Vortis. Hope you're enjoying it. It definitely does take a bit. I know the last time I had to, like, we renovated the hangar, and it like, getting everything in is like a day, right? And then kind of getting the essentials up, like your bed, your computer, that like is like another day. And then from there, a lot of it was just like, the clothes are staying in the trunks until like I either wear them or until like I do a load of laundry, and then I finally put everything up when I'm like in the mood to hang everything. And like some boxes will just stay there for like a month or so until you finally do empty them out, and then you can like put them in a closet somewhere. Been watching the hit seasonal sports anime recently. Very nice. What is the current hit seasonal sports anime? Did I see Dianoe? I definitely passed by. I'm unfortunately not able to read a lot of the messages sometimes because I just go off on tangents and have to roll back. Are you watching like Dino Ace? Did I see that earlier? Did I just make that up? Hold on, wait. Or did I? You might not have said that. You might have just said, Ace, you would like this anime, and my brain was like, Dino Ace, yeah. I think I just made that up, Kiwi, I'm sorry. I don't know if Dino Ace is good or not, though. The anime is the 2025-2026 NBA playoffs. No, but unrelated. Gabriel, your Yomi no Tsugai reminded me. I also need to watch, unrelatedly, Katanagatari, which I've been told is peak cinema. My understanding is the original release of Katanagatari, it was once a month for an entire year. Like, it was 12 episodes, and every episode was like, this is the January episode, and it takes place in January, and then it's the February, and then it's the March, and like, it's a long, like, stretch of time for this anime, and like, I kind of want to watch that, but I have a friend, the friend who recommended me this, said like he watched it originally, and then he rewatched it, and did it in the like monthly release that it did take, and because of that, it is rough to wait a month between everything, but it feels really good to watch it in the month it was released. So I don't know. Are there any Katanagatari enjoyers here that would like recommend that, or is that suffering? Like, should we do it like starting in 2027? I watch an episode of Katanagatari before our monthly check-in, and then we talk about that episode of Katanagatari. That sounds kind of crazy. Hold on. Katanagatari, parentheses, 2027, anime goals? For, stream monthly check-in? Question mark? That's a good idea, Ace. A girl with amnesia meets a professional assassin and revisits her past while carrying out missions. Oh, noir. Okay. Thank you, Bortus. This is unrelated, Bortus. Do you guys watch the Spider Noir TV series? Apparently it's a TV series with Nick Cage. I only heard that was coming out today, and I thought it was a movie. No, it's a TV series, and I heard it was not great. So I don't know if you guys have opinions on that, but noir makes me think of that. It seems interesting. Does it really need to be anything else? Good luck, Dolly. I watched Monster because it was interesting. I need to restart and resume watching it, but I liked it. I don't know enough about Monster. I feel like Monster is probably a better watch than Rent-A-Girlfriend, but there's definitely like a lot of Rent-A-Girlfriend negativity going around. And in fairness, yeah, maybe you should watch it, Dolly. You can form your own opinion instead of listening to me, who's regurgitating the opinion of like someone else. Like, this is not even my own opinion for it. But also, Dolly, you need to go watch Bungo Stray Dogs. If you're gonna watch 5 seasons of something, and even though I've spoiled you on some bits of it, if like I feel like you would love Bungo Stray Dogs a lot more than Rent-A-Girlfriend. I don't know, spitballing here, but I know that I like Bungo Stray Dogs. So that's my other recommendation, but that's an evergreen recommendation, Series Crew. I heard Rent-A-Girlfriend and shuddered. Welcome back, LP. Hope you're done doing well. Brakos' name was Brakos of Diamonds, so I was asking if you watched Dino Ace. Oh, okay. Brakos is a baseball enjoyer as well. That makes sense. I'm glad I'm not crazy that I saw Dino Ace at some point then. Walpurgis Night Rising is finally coming out. Yeah! Is it August? Is that confirmed then? Rewatch Madoka. Because it's been forever since I watched Madoka. And like, that's like a big, like, I don't know. I was never super into Evangelion. I watched it after, I guess, I don't know. I'm trying to relate them because Evangelion also had like the 4th movie after like a long period of time, and so Madoka's in a very similar situation. It's the last movie after a long period of time, and I still haven't watched the 4th Evangelion movie, and part of me is like, am I gonna watch the 3rd Madoka movie? And I probably will, because I don't know, there's something a little bit more appealing about it, because it is a I don't even really know what it is about it, but I think it's just the Evangelion discourse has been around for so long that I didn't care about the 4th one, but let me know if I'm wrong and if I should go watch the 4th one just to form an opinion on it. But Madoka could have more interesting things going off of it, that I should probably be more tapped into that. You would enjoy Katanagatari. The OST is really good. Nice. It's got lotus juice on it? Okay. I actually didn't know that. I am a lotus juice enjoyer. I am in the house like carpet. Spider Noir is out. I'm interested in it. Probably gonna be a 5 to 7 out of 10. I heard it's closer to the 5 out of 10 than the 7 out of 10. The way you said Dino Aces sounds like Dino Aces. That's not. Wait, hold on. Who's in the house like carpet then? If that's not, is that not lotus juice? Is lotus juice the one who does a lot of the other Persona ones, but he didn't do In the House Like Carpet. Okay, he does, the connection was there, Kiwi. I just picked the one wrong connection. He is the Persona music guy, but he didn't do that piece of Persona music. Because I actually should know that Burning Man's Soul, aka In the House Like Carpet, is by Taku Iwasaki, who is actually known for like, In the House Like Carpet is very funny, but like Taku Iwasaki also did Liberia Me From Hell, aka oh god, what's the one? He did Liberia Me From Hell. That's the, I'm trying to Do the Impossible, See the Invisible, Row, Fight the Power. He did that. He also did he did a song for Bungo Stray Dogs in the movie, which was also really good as well. He does a lot of really good stuff. It's just also funny that he did In the House Like Carpet. Cause you can't hit every single one out of the park. And honestly, In the House Like Carpet still kind of hits a little bit. Use with cereal going in. Hi. Yeah. I still don't know. Like, was the Evangelion movie good? Velvet Turtle. Check it out. I'm in the House Like Carpet, and if there's too many heads, check it out. I'm in the House Like Carpet, and if there's too many heads in my blunt, I won't spark it. I'll put it in my pocket and save it like rocket fuel till everybody's gone and it's cool. Then I spark it up with my brother. His mama called him Mo, but I call him Mo Lover. And he's more than a cover, he's a quill. We're putting shit together like the house that John built on the hill. Cause this shit's gonna feel like velvet, turtle. My style fits tighter than a girdle. If you hate it, then you can leave it, like Beaver. But in a day or two, I'll make you a true believer in me. Cause like the alphabet, you'll see that IZM kicks a rhyme, not your everyday soliloquy. Like Chef Boyardee, my rhyme's truly cooking. Peace to Matty Rich, cause he's straight out of Brooklyn, New York. I don't eat pork or swine when I dine. I drink a cup of Kool-Aid, not a big glass of wine. Or a can of Hein. If you have time, I'll drop a rhyme again. The best part about that is, that's just from a demo disc. That's just from like a CD. And the crowd goes on. I'm glad you all found your favorite YouTube comments from that video to pull it out. Thank you. It's such an insane thing, and I love that it's like, that's just on a demo thing. And I've brought this up before, but for those that don't know, this is I need to turn the music off because this is a heritage post. This is a Melty Blood Actors Gang current code. There we go. Because if you don't know this is legit. This is like actually important information. That In the House Like Carpet is from a demo CD, and like it's not just in that song. It's also used in oh my god. I need to pull up the OST. Where is it? It's used in Obscure Zone, I want to say. Yes, it is. Listen carefully here. I'm in the house like carpet. But it's like a different variation of it. Obscure Zone, Melty Blood, Obscure Zone, what do you call it when you, samples, there we go. Because I need to see if I can find the video where people like break it down. But it's specifically that it's, let me see if I can control off carpet on the Obscure Zone thing. No! Oh, this isn't even the official, like, Obscure Zone post from Raito. Hold on. Obscure Zone. There we go. This is the one from Raito. And then if we go to here, we finally got the lyrics. We finally in the house like carpet. Oh my god, hold on. Yeah, this is it's important to know that In the House Like Carpet is a is an actual like sample from a sample CD. And so like it's used in not just the Persona 1, but it's used in Melty Blood Actress Again current code. And it's I'm in the house like carpet, freeze the master maniac menace, put your hands up, I want to send that ass to the dentist. It's so insane. I cannot believe it. It is still one of my favorite like posts of all time. Someone breaking it down and like being like, I uncovered some forbidden lore here. It's insane. Yo, what's up, Rizino? Welcome in. Hi. And happy ride to you as well. Thank you. But that's your semi-annual like Melty Blood in the house like carpet sample lore. Chef Boyardee is applying cease and desist. Speaking of comments like that, have you heard Caucasian Destination? What is that? Caucasian Destination. Wait, yes. We talked about this. I think you've linked me this before. Someone in chat has linked me this before. Hold on. Who linked me this? No, I can't find it. At least not by Googling Caucasian Destination, but here. I'm assuming this won't get me muted. How do I click? Oh, it doesn't. That's what it is. So was the first part of that just like a song that lost to the other song effectively? The first part might? That's fine. Someone's gonna be really confused for that. Hold on. This is where you are Caucasian, that's what it was. I assume actually here, if we just type in Caucasian into Discord. No, that doesn't do it. Wow, that's surprising. I definitely got linked that before. This is where you are Caucasian. What are the actual lyrics? Have we found that out yet? Or is that actually what they are? Like, what else could it be? This is where you are... This is where you are Caucasian. This is... Okay, yeah. Who let this man cook? Oh, I love this so much. Good lord. Have y'all have the rainbows? Like Skittles, right, Zune? I think it was on Stream Chat once. I know, I'm surprised I can't find it. It might not be under, hold on. What if I type in Project Isekai? Or Project Isekai? I typed in just Project and I'm getting Project Hail Mary, which I'm not actually that surprised of. I know I definitely got linked it before, but I can't be asked to find it right now. Insane pull. Put the music back on. There we go. Okay. Good lord. Okay, so what did we learn today? Anime, good. Go watch Kami-sama Kiss. I'll go finally start watching Witch Hat Atelier once I'm done with the first season of Kami-sama Kiss. We might watch Katanagatari next year as a long watch together. Movies that come out 10 years later in an anime series may be good, may not be good. It's up to Madoka Maguka to show us the way for that one. Oh, I'm looking at my notes that I wrote down. I don't have a lot of notes for today's thing, but the only other thing I have is for Kami-sama Kiss, I like that Nanami changes her outfit a lot. In fact, they all do. But like the opening especially is just, the opening is just like Nanami in like 18 different outfits, and it's kind of peak. Because like half of them have scarves on. So I'm biased there, but you get my point. Also, the link click is not actually a artist. It is in fact an anime. Oh, and it's Sex's birthday and Yamu's birthday. And also, Dolly's gonna watch Rent a Girlfriend, and Save manages to squick me out. What does squick mean? Dolly, I'm interested in seeing what your report back is after that. In fairness, it's probably fine. I think I'm overhyping it up because of like things that happen in like the manga later on. / I don't even know if like the anime is caught up to that point. But like I just know that like it definitely got like I don't even know if it was good at the start, but like I definitely might be overhyping. I might be yucking someone's yum right now because it might just be fine. And I'm buying into the anti RAG hype. It's an ick for fanfiction. Oh, okay. I haven't played Project Sekai, but my understanding is that the context for that is that they were in a competition against an industry veteran, and one of the band members looked up to and lost. Oh, so that's the entire context of like that video that you linked, where it's like, how did they lose to this? And like the entire group loses to that guy with that song. I get that part. That context makes sense. My context is, what are the lyrics? Is that actually what he's saying? And if it is, what did he mean by that? It's kind of trash, but it's got some moments. Hate the MC though. Real. A lot of the time, a series can be made or broken by its MC and how they act. For the opposite of that, again, I've never watched Rent a Girlfriend, but I have watched 1.5 episodes of My Dress Up Darling, aka Sona Bisque Doll, and I think that's the exact opposite, where like the MC in there, Gojo, is a great MC. He's fantastic, and I think because of that, like that's what made the like 1.5 episodes I watched in a hotel room in the middle of the season feel like I like this a lot. Whereas if Gojo was a different character, that show would probably suck. like oh, that show would probably be so much different if Gojo was not the guy he is. Or the mangaka is really weird. I feel like he did something else too. I don't know why I know so much about this, but I think it's just because it was like the hot button, like let's beat this anime with sticks thing like last year. Just mean it makes it worse because they use this random bit of royalty-free music for a guy who's a big deal. Wait, is that royalty-free music? Okay, that's actually even funnier. And I get why they didn't want to compose like 30 seconds, but that's really funny. I didn't get the context for that. If something in a story makes you feel icky and squeamish, that's where the SQU part comes from. Thank you, Dolly. That's a fun one. That's fun, actually, because I don't know if it's fun, but like, and this is me showing the kind of person that I am when it comes to media enjoyment, but like, I think I like it when I feel squick. Like, in a lot of contexts, whenever something makes me feel squeamish or icky, there's a good chance that means it's a good thing for me. That sounds insane, but whenever like your show is just like, this is awful, this is weird, I don't know if I like this, sometimes it's really good. So squick can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. For me, it's probably a mixed bag, depending which one. Cool. Adding that to the vocab. I'll judge a book by its title. I don't know if anyone likable could be caught renting a girlfriend. I mean, Zero, that's an entire other thing where it's the host culture, not host culture necessarily. Is it host culture? Something along those lines. I don't know. I'm not Japanese. And I get why, because they didn't want to compose like 30 seconds of it. Oh, for the Caucasian one, yeah. Hey, can I talk about the NBA conference finals because it legit feels like anime? I heard people talking about that. You're not the first person that's brought this up. I saw that on the internet recently, that someone else also had the opinion of the NBA conference finals as like anime. Where the up-and-coming MC with his young team face off against the defending dominating champs. Oh, that's so fun! Are they at like the finals now? Is it a You brought up like winning in Game 7 yesterday, talking about Am versus Hal. So I don't know if we're like in the finals of the basketball, and that's why you made that reference. Which, by the way, speaking of Am, your caramel dancing video was kind of insane. It was cute. I like that at one point they have the little Am computer doing the dance, but like that was all it made me think about the game, and it makes me want to play the game. Which I talked a little bit about yesterday, but I have no mouth and I must scream game. I have no mouth and I must scream game is like punishing. It's an old punishing point and click game. But every time I see reference to it, it seems so peak. It seems so peak. Oh my god. Okay. So the only other thing I have on my like discussion list for today is I have a question for you guys. This is a potentially like big question, and it's actually not even a question. It's I'm going to do this, and I need your opinions on this because it might stay around, it might not stay around. But I was thinking, in my current schedule, my plan right now is Arc Nights. Tomorrow's Arc Nights, which we're doing the nasty event. We're just doing the gameplay of it. That might be the last Arc Nights for a hot second. I was thinking about this in relation to in-field, like in general, and with like reading through Arc Nights stuff. And I was thinking of what are your thoughts on switching up the schedule a little bit? Because right now I can pull up a. Hold on. I don't know why I'm opening Photoshop. I don't need that for this. Go to stream schedules. Pull the most recent schedule. No, I don't. I just opened Photoshop again. Shoot. But like typically, what we do is for anyone who has never looked at one of my schedules in their life, A, what are you doing? And B, how do I scrap? Wait, why can't I scrap? Sorcerer, everything's breaking. Oh, wait, what the hell? Sorcerer, I fixed it. Never mind. There we go. That's what the schedule currently looks like. Oh, I opened. Oh my god, I opened so many things to scrap. There we go. I fixed it. Okay. For those who have never seen one of my schedules in my life, A, you can find them on Twitter, Blue Sky, Miski.io, and in the stream schedule tab in the Discord, and also technically down below in the thing. But for a long time, we've been doing. Where is my pointer? I have a pointer in here, don't I? I do. There we go. For the longest time, we've been doing the way that my schedule kind of works out. The way that I've always done it is Sundays we do like a long game, either like a long like multi-hour game, like Persona 5 that was a Sunday game, or Silent Hill F was a Sunday game, something that you can like sink into for like 8 hours at a time, give or take. Occasionally, like Stardew Valley has been a Sunday game. It started as one, now it's moved to like a weekday game, just because we're like deep enough in that we can just like take a little bite and go off it. But occasionally, like if we need more time, we can always just do a Sunday one of that. That's a very chill game. Mondays for a long time were fighting game Mondays. They were #V_FGC Open Lobby Mondays, and it wasn't until I think this year or late last year that I started to move away from that a little bit more. Where we do fighting games, but we do them like interspersed. I try to do them at least once a month because that is still near and dear to my heart. But we definitely moved Mondays to being more like free chat we have on Mondays, and occasionally we like that's when I fit like Stardew Valley here and there as well. Tuesdays have been Arc Nights for 3.5, a little over 3 years, right? Actually, a little over 4 years technically. And then Thursday has been like Thursday historically was basically just in the old days. Thursday was just Sunday Part 2. And then it became, like, over time, it became distinct in its own thing where it was like, okay, the games you don't play on Sunday, we play on Thursday if they're smaller. So, like, we're doing My Voice Sue this week, which is, like, a small game, like a 2-hour game. It's perfect for, like, small little games or for, like, shorter running series. Like, The Wolf Among Us was a Thursday game. So over time, like, this has stayed like 8-hour game. You can sink in and like lose yourself on a Sunday. This has been like your fun little variety stream. This has been historically fighting games, but now it's also a little variety, but more pure variety or like casual variety or fighting games. Whereas this is like true like game variety. And this has always been Arknights. And so I'm thinking what I want to test out for the rest of June is after this week of Arknights, I'm looking at possibly doing like Sunday stays as is, and then Monday and Thursday become the same type of variety day. So like, instead of The Wolf Among Us taking us 5 weeks on 5 separate Thursdays, it would be like we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So that way, if you're really digging the game that we're playing on like the Thursday, you can have both a Monday and a Thursday for it. And if you don't, then the Thursday game comes by quicker. I know we talked about this a little bit. I think Gabriel was a proponent of doing this with, like, having the Sunday game. I think it was Silent Hill F was the last time we brought this up, but like Silent Hill F, do it on Sunday, but then also do it on Thursday. But I think the Sunday ones are distinctly different at this point, where I want the Sunday ones to have their own thing, and I want to push them over to these days if I can't help it. But like having like the double days for like breaking through another game, or just having multiple variety days, I think is kind of interesting. And then Tuesday would be more of the... Tuesday would switch to the Stardew Valley, potentially doing like the... Not the free chat stuff necessarily. Well, it could be. But like free chat or... we were talking last week about the one idea about making a bingo card. That would be like a fun little like, you know, Tuesday coded in the new schedule, like a Tuesday coded event. So I think I'm gonna test that out for this month. I don't know if anyone has opinions on that, but I just wanted to like give you guys a heads up now before like I post next week's schedule and someone's like, "Where's Arknights?" And I'll probably bring this up tomorrow as well for any of the Arknights people as well. But I'm thinking about doing that. And then my thought was in the future, because I still like Arknights. Don't get me wrong, but it would be that in doing that. Then, in the same vein, because it took us 4 weeks to go through the Yerrig event in Arknights, not only would Monday, Thursday be a, you know, like a Wolf Among Us or like a Heavy Rain, it could also be that Monday, Thursday becomes the Arknights day now as well, where it's just if we're doing an Arknights story, the Arknights story is Monday, Thursday, that we're reading the story on both Monday and Thursday, and Tuesday stays as like the weird day in the middle. So for when it comes to like the new chapter coming out later this year, or Crossroads, which is coming out before the new chapter, the Syracuse event, is not just like every Tuesday we read, it's every Monday. It would be like Monday, Thursday. We could get through the chapter a lot quicker that way as well. He's quitting Arknights. No, I could not. I don't think in good conscience I could like straight up quit Arknights, just because it has so much stuff that I do genuinely enjoy. Like I do distinctly love like the gameplay of Arknights, and I like the story when it hits really hard. And I think that's the other thing too, is by potentially switching it up from every Tuesday to like as just another game effectively, right? Instead of it being like every Tuesday is Arknights day. Now it's like, oh, it's been a bit since I played Arknights. Now we're gonna do like 2 weeks of like reading an Arknights story. That to me might have some more like novelty, or it might just be like fresher in a way, right? And then that way, like, you know, I could still like go in and be like, well, I'm not gonna read the story, but we'll do like, you know, the gameplay for like an event or something. I don't know. It was kind of my thought, and we'll kind of play it out like this for probably the rest of the month, and then we'll kind of see how we feel next month or the month after, depending on how like long it goes. Because like, yeah, I definitely. Again, I cannot stress it enough. I love the main story of Arknights a lot. I love, like, now that we're out of Act 2, now that, like, things are happening the way they are, I'm legitimately, like, sat in my seat and I'm interested in seeing where this goes. And instead of doing it, like, every week, when it actually comes out, I can, like, stay up to date with it by doing it at least twice a week. I think that's fun. As well as just, I don't know, it just gives more variety in the things to do. It can make the schedule maybe a little bit more different. But yeah. VFGC open lobby every 4th Monday. It basically does feel like that a little Wisteria. I had my I'm actually really happy with my fighting game stuff right now, and honestly, I'm really interested. I think I mentioned this earlier on, yeah, that I'm interested in seeing. Oh, hold on, I need to put my thoughts together here. I'm happy with where I am, like, fighting game-wise right now. And now that Combo Breaker is over, I can, like, the locals have, like, relaxed again. And I can, like, take some more time for myself. I want to, like, I said this earlier in this stream. I want to do, like, a stream of just doing, like, the Arknights fighting game and just, like, labbing in it for a little bit. I want to go back and, like, do some more, like, the Grand Blue one-offs or the Strive one-offs, just as a little, like, fun thing. Just to, like, play with chat or play with people that pop in, kind of a deal. I want to do, also, this is not fighting game related at all, but since Wisteria was the one that said open lobby every 4th Monday, I know Wisteria is an enjoyer of this. Speaking of, in the schedule change that I just brought up, next week we're playing 100% orange juice. As one of the group things for this month or whatever. I'm putting 100% orange juice on the thing. It's either gonna be Monday or Tuesday. It might be a Tuesday one, but like I was thinking about that. I was like, it's been forever since we've done an orange juice, and I was thinking about like, if I do make the schedule different, if I do remove Arknights, what do I want to do with like Tuesdays? And I was like, oh well, that's gonna be like your fun, like do your. So again, to reiterate, Sunday 8-hour streams, Monday Thursday that's like, I was thinking about like Obra Dinn. I don't know if I'm gonna do that yet, but that's a game that I've been eyeing for a long time, and that feels like that could be a really fun Monday Thursday game. Over like the course of like 3-ish streams, give or take. Like there are a few games like we do that, or again like it could be like we do Monday and then Thursdays of variety or whatever. Like just having more variety in here could be fun, and then Tuesday becomes just like the chat days effectively, like more so than a lot of the other ones where it's like, yeah, we'll do orange juice, we'll do like well, I don't know, fighting games. It's currently a formless mass. There's a structure of an idea here, but like, yeah, I was thinking like maybe next Tuesday we do orange juice or something. I regrettably labbed in Genki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition for the first time yesterday. For the first time? You've never touched it before? You're a French bread guy, Wisteria, so I'm actually surprised you've never messed with them that much before. Or like you've touched it before, but you've never like labbed it. It's a game. It's a game that like when I first touched it, I was like, wow, this is great. But I had only really like, surprisingly enough, actually, Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax Ignition was like actually an early game that I played. Like in the scope of my like FGC career, not that I would call it my career, but like in general, like I played like Melty Blood Actressing and Current Code as like my like, oh, baby's first fighting game, into Exerd, which was like my first like baby's first actually trying out a fighting game, which is now why it's so close to my heart. Into like, that's what got me to locals was Exerd, and then Exerd and Melty Blood Actressing and Current Code were like the ones that I would play at locals for a long time, and then COVID happened, and then I learned plus R, and then realistically, Dengeki Bunko is like the 4th fighting game I played at a local then, which is insane to think about. So at the time I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool, and it has like Taiga and it's got Shizuo, and now like I look back and it's like, this is, after playing like more French bread games, especially like I've played Melty Blood Type Lumina and Uni 2 since then, and I like at the time I was like, oh, this is like the 4th best fighting game I played, and now it's like, oh, the 4th best because it was like I only played 4 fighting games. And now it's like, oh, well, hey, this is the worst French bread fighting game by far. It's such a feeling, dude. My condolences. But Surskey, if you've never played Dengeki Bunko, you need to try it yourself. It's fun. It's a fighting game made by French bread that has a lot of Dengeki Bunko, the light novel publisher characters in it. It's very simple, almost to a fault in a lot of ways. Don't think I would like Dengeki, but I'm convinced I could do well at a major for it, and I think it'd be very funny. I think you could too, Wisteria. Based on how I've seen you play before, like, I think you could. I have, like, people in my scene that are convinced that, like, it's very easy to do well in, and I've seen them, like, do well in it with, like, very minimal effort. And I could see you doing well in it as well, Wisteria. I believe in you. Okay, I gotta scroll back up again. I got distracted by the Dengeki posting. Is the mythical Wednesday stream going to be a thing now? No, Kiwi. Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays are always going to be like my days, I think, as much as I can. We've done Wednesday and Friday occasionally, but generally speaking, I think I like my 4-day-a-week schedule because it's just outside of like outside of like collabs or like weird awkward timings of stuff, or like we need to do it on this day. Like I like to have this. And I've said it before, part of it is just having a set schedule these 4 days at these times, just make it easy for someone to be like, to know when I'm live, right? Like, if I go live on a Wednesday, it's like, you guys aren't accustomed to me going live on a Wednesday. It will be like that one gif from Limmy's show where he's, like, waking up. Because I imagine you guys are all in hibernation before, like, I go live. It's just lying, Ace. But no, yeah, it's just like, huh, what? So I like having this very distinct schedule. So no, we wouldn't do that on Wednesdays. By the way, what's yesterday's game about? Good question, Vortis. Vortis, I feel like you would enjoy it. I know you are one of the 80s aesthetic enjoyers in chat. And if you like space, if you like horror, if you like the 80s aesthetic, I think you're gonna enjoy it a lot. It's super duper good. It's super good, Vortis. We beat it, and I still don't fully understand it, which I think makes me love it a lot. It's an 80s aesthetic horror game, kind of like Alien Isolation, kind of in that like dystopian capitalistic space society, but really it's about like loops. It's like time loops in a way, but not really, because that's not right at all. Like, that doesn't have any impact on the game. It's just a really, really well done, like, fully immersive, like, horror game. It's a game that will stick with me in my head for a long time to come, I think. Almost like some kind of routine. Exactly. It's really fun. I'd recommend checking it out yourself, either watching the VOD or like playing the game if you get the option to, because like, it's a game that has things to say, I think. It took them 14 years to say it, but like, damn, they did kind of say it. The website I found has both seasons of Panty and stocking with the garter belt. Nice, good job, Dolly. Be careful, of course, not to get any viruses or anything like that. Welcome back, Gabriel. Hope your witch was good, by the way. Okay, there we go. I got to the Dengeki posting. Moon's pregnant and we're the baby. Dolly's not wrong about that. That's slightly spoilers, but it's so inane that Vortis will have no idea what the hell that means, Dolly. Perfect. I love what Vesper said the other day. It's like, Moon's pregnant. What? Snaps gloves. Moon's pregnant. Like, it's kind of that. It's insane. And the thing is, that's not entirely correct, but it also is kind of correct. Oh shoot, I have those. I have no idea how to play it, but what, Dengeki Bunko, Kiwi, or 100% orange juice? If you have a Dengeki Bunko, you hit the buttons. If you have 100% orange juice, you come hang out next Tuesday, you play with us. I don't want to brag, but I am kind of the best sake player I know. And I am mostly saying that because I had like, I was thinking about this the other day as well, because it's one of the few like highlights I have on the channel is my godlike sake round, and it's true. That was like the most insane like sake game I've ever played in my life, because sake is all about setting traps, and then people land on the traps and explode, and you get points for it. And like it was like the machinations. The puzzle pieces fell into place. I felt like Light Yagami when we were playing that one, and I was like, I gotta recapture that feeling. You should stream every day, IMO. No, you would get tired of me. And also, more importantly, I wouldn't have things to say. Like, Gabriel, a lot of this stream from today, like, free chats are so hard, Gabriel. Like, a lot of the stream was based on you guys being here. And it would be so, rude, mean, presumptive of me to assume that you guys are gonna be here every day. Like, I only want to take, like, maybe half your guys' week. And even that feels like a lot, right? Like, a lot of the stuff from today, like, I was like, I'm gonna talk about Kami-sama Kiss, and then, like, I'm gonna rely on you guys to fill a lot of the other time. And then the only other thing I have here is, New schedule, and then I'm just relying on me being caught up in chat to like fill the time. If I streamed if you want me to stream every day, I would stream for like half the time. That's the only way that would work. Like I'm a Corpo VTuber at debut where you do like every single day, but you only do like an hour a day. Do they still do that? I don't know. That's when Hollow Stars EN first came out. That's what they did. And low key, it kind of worked. I kind of got into watching them a lot because of that. Vesper would go on like Vesper Noir would go on like midday at like 10 for an hour or something like that, and then everyone else would go on like later on. It was just fun to like hop in there. So there is a precedence for that, but I ain't getting paid that well for this. Ace, what are the plans for Sunday games again? In order, Gabriel. Write this down. This is important for you. We're probably gonna play 1 or 2 more one-off games on Sunday, and then by the end of the month we'll start Ace Attorney. After Ace Attorney, we'll then do like a gap of like 1 or 2 weeks of games, 2 or 3 weeks of games again, and then we're gonna do Zero Time Dilemma, the sequel and final part of the Zero Escape trilogy, 999, VLR, and then Zero Time Dilemma. Then 2 to 3 games again, and then Disco Elysium is the current plan. Write that down. It got SAO in it. It's true. It's true, Kiwi. It does. I want to watch what I was busy moving. I think you'd like it, Mortis. I have no idea how the deck works. In Orange Juice, Kiwi, come by next Tuesday and I can explain it more. But Kiwi, the idea is it's a collaborative deck builder. I see Wasiri is like explaining it right now too. Everyone contributes 10 cards and they're shuffled together along with some hyper cards, which are basically blank cards that give you your character's super. And so it's kind of like a deck builder game, but you guys share a central deck in the middle. And yeah, you want to put in cards that will benefit you and preferably won't benefit the other characters, but there are a lot of good generic cards that will benefit everyone. I feel like if you play a game of it, you'll understand pretty quickly. I will admit, yeah, the deck building is probably the biggest like hurdle. If you want to just get in and start playing, you can probably like look up a deck or just like pick cards that you would think are interesting. If you want to do like pre-work before next Tuesday, if you do want to pop in next Tuesday, I would say go in and just like make a deck real quick. It's not super hard to do it, but like yeah, just go in and make like a filler deck. Honestly, even if you come in next Tuesday, you can just like pick random ones and it'll be fine. Because again, there's like a lot of good generics. In fact, they're mostly generics. It's just whether or not they benefit your game plan and the overall game or not, right? Two one-offs, then Ace Attorney, then Zero Escape, then 3 one-offs, then Disco. Give or take, yeah. Something along those lines, Gabriel. Rough numbers, but yeah. I need to go to the police and pick up my good boy, my god boy, I assume good boy certificate, but I've been procrastinating on it. What's your good boy or god boy certificate? And where do I get one? How do you get the cards? You get the cards, you get a bunch of cards from like just at the start. And yeah, you can get packs in game to get more of them. There's, by the way, when we say packs in game, I know there's a lot of like gacha mind rot in chat because we're all gacha players, but like there's no microtransactions in the game. The only like actual stuff you can spend money on are their characters, which are just fun different ways to play, but they're full characters. And it's not like you're gotching for them, it's just like you buy them on Steam for like $1.20 or something like that. Like, or by buying a game that they're in. Like it's really interesting. But yeah, I'd say like if you haven't checked it out before, Kiwi, like yeah, come check it out next week, or you'll understand it pretty quickly. It's very fun. Your god boy, like the inverse to hell girl. Wait, I like that you say. Well, I guess no. I see what you're saying. Where it's the inverse to hell girl. But I was gonna say I've never heard of hell girl. I've only heard of hell boy. I imagine Thursday games are intentionally not set too far into the future, right? Okay, this didn't make sense. I'm typing with one hand. No, I know what you're saying. You're saying that like Sunday games are, yeah, you are kind of correct, Gabriel. Sunday games are long games, so I think about like what do I want to do with them. And Thursday games, like My Voice Sue was just like a filler game. But occasionally there is like a Wolf Among Us, or there's like a what's the other? Heavy Rain, which is like a little bit longer. so historically, yeah, Thursday games are not like thought about that far in the future. They're just like it's just a vibe thing. And Gabriel, you were playing The Witcher when I was explaining this. That's why the schedule is on screen. But in case you missed this one, but Thursday games are gonna become Monday/Thursday games. We're doing Arknights is gonna become a rotation in the Monday/Thursday schedule, but Monday/Thursday is gonna be a shared date now. I still think I agree with the fact that like I don't think about the Monday/Thursday games that far into advance necessarily. It's just kind of like a vibe thing where it's like I'll have it in my head and be like, now's the time to pull it out. Like The Witcher was like a, or not The Witcher, The Wolf Among Us was like a, yeah, you know what, I feel like playing it now finally. Or like Obra Dinn is currently that one for me where it's like I want to play Obra Dinn, but it's like, is it time yet? No, not really. And like I know I'll play it at some point, but it's just like a, when the time is right, I'll pull it out. Hell, it could be next week. I have a few games in my catalog, which is the other reason why I want to like do this, to like go through a few of like the shorter games or like to break some stuff up. High key, high key, low key, high key, low key. I don't know the words, but in part in relation to Arknights, I know we have some Limbus Company enjoyers in chat. What are your thoughts on Limbus Company? Like the story. I assume it's good, right? But specifically what I'm asking about this is, because you're gonna just say it's good, which is objectively true. I've always thought, outside looking in, are Limbus stories, because you have the same set of like 8 sinners or whatever, is every chapter like, this is so-and-so's chapter. It's about them and about their personal life and struggles. Like, is it a lot more character focused? Because I was kind of thinking about that in relation to Arknights a little bit, where I was like, why do I like certain Arknights stories, or why do I like certain things in Arknights but not the overall? And occasionally in Arknights, they'll do the thing where it's like, the reporter. It's like, I don't really care about the reporter. But like, I like it when it's more focused on like one character. I know in Japan right now, I think Japan agrees with me, because they're, you know what Japan's releasing like stuff for? They're releasing stuff for, not Zwillingstrom, for Lingering Echoes, which was like pure like Ebenholz focus. It was like all about Ebenholz. Ebenholz's like brother/lover, I don't, Kraid, whatever, and it had like a little bit of like Hibiscus in there, right? And like that hits because it's so character focused. And then like I like the parts in the most recent event, Retracing Our Steps, where it was like about the like theology, about like man versus God, but like they do a lot more like in the air stuff with like random little bit characters. But like I was thinking about that because I had seen like a bunch of like Limbus fan art, because yeah, it was Roshu, I think it was the last one that got released, and I was just like, I was thinking about like, I always see like whenever a new chapter or Kanto comes out, it's like people start like putting a lot of that art for that one character out, because yeah, it seems like Kanto is just like a character focused thing, and I was like, I might like that. But then I was like, I don't want to start another gacha. So the reason to finish my transition, to finish this tangent, the reason I brought that up was because I was like, I don't want to start another gacha. But kind of what Dolly says, I have had Lobotomy Corporation as a like way in the back of my head for a bit. Lobotomy Corp slash Library of Runia slash, not related to those two at all, but like Darkest Dungeon as like something I would want to play. Which like, again, like it's like Obra Dinn, Lobotomy Corporation, Darkest Dungeon are all like, I could like do them for like a couple Monday Thursdays kind of a feel. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm coming from. Also, thank you, Boris. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to water your streamer. Like the good boy I am, the Nintendog I am. That thought lives rent-free in my head. The streamers are just Nintendog slash Nintendcats post. I think there's also Intervallo, I think. Yeah, which I assume are more of the, like, similar to Arknights, where it's more like the characters between the characters kind of a thing. Or it's like it's side stories, basically. The Kantos are like the main story that are focused on like the characters, and the Intervallo are like the fun, like, these characters go to the zoo or whatever, I don't know. Like the Arknights one or like the Magical Girl one, those are Intervallos, I imagine. Next one is the French guy. Yeah, next one is Asmo's Marisol. story's taken something of a shift as they need to start setting up the in-game, but the Kanti are still mainly focused on single sinners. I like that. I was thinking about that in relation to like all the stories I enjoy are usually like tighter character-focused bits. I think there's not one specific incident that started this, but I can't recommend enough. I don't think we've had a Zatsu where I've talked about it in full, but if you guys I guess this is a good transition, because I was saying earlier on, I was like, I don't know the last time I watched a romantic like anime or manga, but I did watch, and I recommended this in the chat, like in the Discord, like earlier this month. But Phantom Thread. If you want like a good like romance movie, Phantom Thread was like a banger. And you know why I say that as well? Because there were 3 characters. There were actually slightly more than 3 characters, but your top billing was 3 characters. It was the dude, it was the girl, and it was the dude's sister. And it was just the 3 of them were like all the story was about the entire way through. And I was just like, this is so nice. This is so hyper focused on the dude and the girl's relationship, with like how he's weird about his mother/sister as well. Like it was great. I don't want to get too deep into it because I feel like I've talked about it a little bit already, and I just if you want a nice like romance about like a weird, slightly broken man in like the 1950s, and his weird obsessions, and a girl that just wants to be loved. It's pretty good. Great soundtrack, by the way. I really support this idea. Sometimes I just like having to wait a whole week to continue a story game. I did mention that, Gabriel. I figured you were playing Witcher during it, because I even distinctly was like, this is a thing that Gabriel mentioned during like Silent Hill F. And so that's the other reason. I was like, I've had that thought before, and I was like, I don't know, but I don't want to change things up too much. But I was like, we'll break some stuff up. I think the other reason why I'm doing it too is because I actually am caught up to Arknights. So it's only really that I only really want to like read Arknight stories that I really care about now. Which I do actually like the idea of the nasty one, so I do want to read that at some point. But that's the other thing too, where it's like I'm caught up with Arknights. I don't need to like work through stuff with Arknights anymore outside of like the nasty event or like the Laterano stuff. But those are just pure reading. There's no gameplay when I do that necessarily. So it can be like a bit of a stretch if it's just like 12 weeks of me just reading through Arknights the entire time, and I don't get like to break that up that easily. So that's why I was like, I kind of want to just shift that into just being a Monday Thursday thing that I pull every so often when I feel like reading, when I feel like I deserve my peanut butter. You know what I mean? What do you plan to do with fighting games? Will Arknights remain fixed on the schedule? No, that's the thing, Gabriel. You missed that part. Arknights is not fixed on the schedule anymore. That's why this is changing to be this way. Arknights is going to be a Monday, Thursday, like, switch around. So it's Sundays are 8 hours. Monday, Thursday, theoretically, will be the same game, or they'll be, like, variety games. And Tuesday will be, like, that could be fighting games. Fighting games could go anywhere. Like, all 3 of these basically just become variety days, where Monday and Thursday have a high chance of being the same game if the game is longer than, like, a 4-hour... I really should... Also, I might, like a 3-hour venture, 3.5-hour venture. I don't want to go, like, beyond 4 hours that much on these ones unless it's, like, really, really worth it now. Because baby needs a sleep, good lord. Friendship ended with Infield. Olympus is now my Tuesday game. Infield was never my Tuesday game, Kiwi, which is actually a really sad bit about it. Also, Kiwi, I'm sorry I forgot to drink. You sent that drink like 4 minutes ago. My bad, sorry. You are a Tamagotchi dance for me. Am I doing it? I'm more of a slow dancer, I think. It's easier to slow dance, at least. Why? Thank you! Immediate counteractivity of that. Thank you, Zero. I'm really backed up in chat. Hold on. Kiwi, that's the other thing too, is like, high key, if Infield like hit with me, it would have been like different, because the thing was, back when Infield first came out, I was like, yeah, Infield will be like, Tuesdays will be Arknights or Infield days. But since Infield didn't hit that hard, I was like, it's just gonna be Arknights now. And then I was like, well, I'm caught up in Arknights. Like, what do I do if I'm caught up? I can go read through other stuff, but it's just like, yeah, that's part of the reason why we're switching things around. Nintendogs is actually a really decent suggestion, Dolly. Like, if there's like a Steam version or like a Steam similar thing with that, that could go insanely hard. I don't know if I would want to pull out the emulator for Nintendogs. If I'm pulling out the emulator, it'd be for like the Pokemon game or something. Most recent Intervallo was essentially a part 2 to Roshi's Kanto, but that's the general rule. Okay, nice, yeah. 45 years, 2015. Thank you, Kiwi. I'll add this to my list of media to look at. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, speaking of, there was another piece of media that I looked that was really cool, but Kiwi, you're the one that told me about it. I was like, oh yeah, Kiwi, I'm gonna go watch Moon 2009. I was like, oh yeah, no, you're the one that told me to go watch it. But yeah, I have that as well as Leon the Professional on like my physical, like I have my anime to watch list and I have my movie to watch list. And Leon and Moon are on my movie to watch list right now. Moon is on YouTube for free, by the way. So Moon, I'm probably gonna watch like potentially within the next like week or two. Which, by the way, Phantom Thread on YouTube for free in America, potentially in other places as well. So like as a heads up, if in case you want to watch that really good romance story, would recommend. Have to step away for a minute. I'll be back ASAP. Adios for now, Dolly. Dolly might be back by now, actually. No, she would say. I think Sunday should probably remain untouched, but I think it might be a good experiment for the rest of the week. Yeah, Gabriel. See, you get it. You get it. A scene where an old woman is washing dishes should not have this much emotional impact on me, but it does. 45 years? Ooh. Between the mixture of that and just the title, I assume it's gonna be a long, slow burn, like, romance thing. About, like, a woman in a relationship for 45 years. Potentially in, like, a... The way that you put that, it's, it makes me think of, like, she's in a relationship for 45 years, but it's just, like... It's an unfulfilled relationship near the end of it, and it's just, like, near the end of it, she's just washing dishes, and it's, like, you can just tell that she is not in this at all. That could... Ooh, Kiwi. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what I'd like to think right now, and I'm... Ooh, Kiwi. How would you semantically describe each day of the week? Semantically being a fancy way of saying based on vibes. Gabriel, it's, long-form game, variety, potentially more chat interaction stuff, variety. With Monday and Thursday being the same variety. I don't know. Like, yeah, I think in the new schedule for this month at least, it's gonna be like Tuesday's gonna be the orange juice stuff that's like this, or any of the other stuff where I'm like in the hangar proper. Slow dancing means less likely to step on feet. Also true. Also true. Or more likely, actually, Aeon. I think I would say more likely, because like when you're fast dancing, you're not usually like. I guess it depends on the situation. It depends on like the area you're in. But if you're slow dancing with someone, like, you know, hand on the hip, hand on their shoulder, is that what you do normally? Like if you're doing that, like you're right next to each other, right? And like that's like your feet are also right next to each other. Whereas if you're fast dancing, like if you're doing the electric slide or whatever, I feel like you get a lot more. You get like the whole wiggle room to deal with. Like, you're leaving room for God when you're doing the electric slide, but you're not leaving room for God when you're slow dancing. So, I don't know. Tell me how you like Moon, or hate. Ooh. Interesting drop there, Kiwi. Or hate. Oh no, her husband got the news of his first love body is discovered and preserved in ice. What? That's an... Okay, Kiwi. Alright, Kiwi. What... 45 years movie. What are you talking about? What the... Okay. Okay. Oh, Kiwi. It's even better. It went from being like a depressing, like, unfulfilled romance thing to like a... I don't even know. I'm not gonna read any more of the synopsis, Kiwi. You sold me on that one. Cause service crew, to give you guys the same treatment that I have. This is all I know about this thing, and it's like, all right. 5 years after retirees Kate and Jeff Mercer had to cancel their 40th wedding anniversary because of Jeff's heart bypass surgery, the comfortably off, childless Norfolk couple are preparing to celebrate their 45th anniversary when dozens of friends at the Assembly House of Norwich, with dozens of friends. Their morning is somewhat disturbed when Jeff opens a letter telling him that the body of Katja, his German lover in the early 60s, before meeting Kate, has become visible in a melting glacier where she fell into a crevasse on their hike in Switzerland over 5 decades before. That's an insane start to your plot summary. Because, like, immediately you go from, like, okay, is it like, did he kill her or plan to kill her? Or is it like she just went missing? And now it's like this man who was like for 40, 50 years, like, did he actually like would he have rather been with her than with Kate? Is Kate like the consolation prize? That feels wrong to say. That's not even the right way to say that, but like it's like oh, it's just one of those weird situations that you hopefully never want to be in. It's like, ooh. I don't know which way the movie's gonna take it, Kiwi, but that's you sold me on that one. I'm putting that before Moon if I can, actually. Oh, sick. If you were to play Fez again, would you still play it on Sunday, or do you think it'd be a Monday, Thursday schedule? I don't know. I don't think about it that hard, honestly. Gabriel, it's like the old definition of pornography. I'll know when I see it. I'll know a Monday, Thursday game when I see it, and I'll know a Sunday game when I see it. It's in the heart. It's in the heart, Gabriel. Also, do you think it's possible for a game to go Monday, Tuesday, Thursday in a single week? No, I'd never. I would never do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Unless, like, something insane was happening. I like the idea of splitting things up. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I like the idea, because similar to how you were saying of, like, sometimes there's games where you just want it to end, or there's, like, a game that you really just want to, like, you want to, like, sit with it and, like, you want to get through it together. Either or, by having, like, the gap days of, like, Sunday and Tuesday or whatever, that gives someone the like, oh, I don't really care for the Monday, Thursday game, but I can, like, come by on Tuesday and then hang out, right? Whereas if I was doing, like, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, it's like, I only have Sunday as a refuge, but, like, Sunday is a different day of the week, which is, like, Monday for the Europeans, but it's, like, I don't know, any of the Europeans, you should probably be in bed. Except for Sunday. Sunday is probably fine for Europeans, right? I don't know. Like, that's an entire other facet that I don't think about as much as I maybe should. But, like, yeah. Also, yeah, it's exhausting. I agree with that. It's exhausting doing, like, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. Like, it's only now that I'm finally going back to... Because I think I mentioned earlier on, too, that, like, in the old times, like, when I played Tunic, or when I played, like, Nier, that was a Monday, Thursday game. So I used to do, like, 2 games in a week, and, like, Monday would always be fighting games and Tuesday would be Arknights. But, like, it's been a bit since we did, like, the same game twice in a week. So I don't know, I was just like, I want to see what this feels like. You feel me? It's been a bit. I gotta go back to the old me or whatever. Also, welcome back, Nolly. Hi. Vibes-based scheduling. Yeah, honestly. It's always has been, Kiwi. I assume that scene of the 2 astronauts shooting each other over Ohio is from Moon 2009, Kiwi. And you're not going to convince me otherwise now. It's been vibes-based scheduling, always has been. By the way, I have the Rose Island Arknight's birthday calendar pulled up right now. And speaking of the peak that is Lingering Echoes, guess whose birthday is this Friday? Evanholz. And then Dejin is Saturday. And Lumen is in next Friday. Wow! June's a good month, huh? Matsukiri! What the? Sand Reckoner! I don't have it on here, unfortunately. Hold on, real quick. We're gonna real quick. I need to do a bit real quick. Let's go here real quick, and then, Don't worry. Let me just, where is it? The bit's dying. There we go. Okay. It doesn't even work. I'm covering the spare parts reckoned. All right, head back over there. This month has everything, huh? Here we can go to this now. This is Mayu, welcome in. Hi. Happy Pride Month, Mayu. Happy Pride Month, everyone. Thank you, Mayu. I feel Monday has been fighting games since I started watching you. It was since you started watching me, but we haven't done fighting games on Monday that much in the last year. We definitely, like, cut down on fighting games a bit. But again, I still like them. It's just the, in general, I've been wanting to, like, do more than just, like... Yeah, having fighting games every Monday and having Arknights every Tuesday was just, like... To me, it was... I could do more. And in a way, like... To go like streamer-minded... By the way, unrelated, real quick. I just saw this out of the corner of my eye again. I don't know why I thought, like, it's weird that they're, like, one day off. Hibiscus and Lava. Like, I don't know. I thought they were either going to be straight-up twins or, like, not at all related, but, like, they're a day off with Totter in between them. Unrelated, sorry. Of course, it changed with time, and nowadays it's more like interaction day. So Zatsu's... Oh, that's how it's spelled. Correct, good job. Technically, it's just Actually, I don't know if you put an S to pluralize it, technically. Because it's a Japanese term they were taking in English, so... I understand. So Zatsu's in games you can auto-play? Yeah, basically. Yeah, and you kind of hit the nail on the head there, Gabriel. I was kind of talking about the, Ace Reckoned. Hope we played Project Zomboid again. I missed the little diner. It is really fun. I did have that as an idea a little bit. I don't know, part of it is just because, like, Stardew kind of fills the same niche, but it really doesn't. In a way, like, the Stardew one, or not the Stardew, the Project Zomboid, it's like, I need to find a new thing to do in Project Zomboid. I guess I'm still, like, building up and doing stuff in there. Like, I still don't have, like, a perfect base and everything, so we could go back there. It's definitely not, like, fully shelled, of course. But yeah, to finish my thought that I was thinking, like, 2 minutes ago? Yeah. Yeah, to be a little bit more, like, streamer-minded, like, you want to do, you can, there's, like, to simplify things a lot, you can either be, like, a pure variety streamer, or you can be, like, a specialized streamer. Like, you got the guys that are, like, I play all the Souls games, I speedrun this game, and that's, like, the entire bit of it. And then you have, like, the variety people that are just like, I play whatever. And then, like, for a while, yeah, I was kind of in between, where it was like, okay, I like fighting games, I like Arknights, I like story-based games a lot, which that's definitely become a bigger and bigger part of me as a person and as a streamer, I think, as time has gone on, because that's just something that's really, to steal a bit from your routine, it's really bloomed into me. That doesn't even make sense. But, like, I've been enjoying that part a lot, and, like, yeah, like, it's one of those things where it feels like everyone that plays fighting games or everyone that plays Arknights, to me, I think knows me, even though I know objectively that is incorrect. It's just like, I don't know. I don't think I'm getting a whole lot out of, like when I was doing fighting games every Monday, it was like, I don't know, they felt like they weren't super, like, popping off crazy. Like, I had fun with it, though. And with Arknights, for a bit, it's been like, I don't know, I've just been reading. And I just kind of wanted to, like, even though I enjoy the reading when it hits hard, sometimes it doesn't hit hard. I was like, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to, like, switch things up and take a little bit of a break a little bit. Oh, actually, I didn't write this down. Yeah, the other thing, too, was, because Comebreaker is finished, and because, like, things are, like, starting to slow down just in general, and because of the schedule change as well, I was thinking about starting doing clips again. No promises on that, but, like, I would probably start out with, we have a lot of, like, clips on the channel, from, like, I would do the ones from, like, last October on, and I used to do, for anyone, which is the majority of you guys, actually, like, way back when I started, I did clips every Friday, that I would put them on YouTube. And then I stopped doing them after a while just because I was like, well, I don't know, it just took a lot of time. Because it would be that, like, I'd be like, okay, I gotta post a clip every Friday, which means I had to go find it, edit it, subtitle it, and post it. But like, what I would do is I wouldn't like have a clip and then like a Thursday night after stream, because again, I had the same schedule way back when. It'd be like Thursday night, I finished stream at like 12 o'clock, and I'd be like, shoot, I need to go find a clip and edit it down. So I'd spend like an hour or two at the end of the night on Thursday editing a clip and like putting it out. And the hardest part was just finding something that was funny or something clippable, which back then, if you go and like look at Service Crew, here's your semi-weekly shill of my own YouTube channel real quick. If you go to youtube.com/AceWindfall channel, or alternatively, if you want to, this doesn't have any bearing on the current conversation, but if you go to youtube.com/AceWindfall VODs, that's also good for you. But yeah, if you ever go to like the actual channel itself, which I had to like do a lot of finagling with OBS recently, that I lost a lot of OBS things, but we can do this here. Add window capture? Add existing TGA. There we go. That should do it. Yeah. Oh my god, it's so big. Yeah, you can see that like on the channel. Like if you ever look at the shorts, can I go to like there they are. Like yeah, if you ever look at them, the last shorts we did, you have like when I debuted, which by the way, you can only edit short thumbnails on like the mobile app or something. So this one looks really goofy to me because I'm like half eye closed, because you can't edit thumbnails unless you're on the mobile app. But like it's that. There's this one from like 2023 to 2024, and then everything else is from my first year. Like I have not done shorts in a bit, which by the way, this one's a banger. I don't know why this one is not higher up, because this is like one of my best shorts I've made. It should be doing numbers, but it never popped off like it should have. It's also kind of stupid, but it's like the funny stupid. Okay, this is stupid though. It should like it's funny to me, but like here, hold on. Yeah, I'm a simp. Sucker idolizing master practitioner of kung fu. It's cinema, I don't know. How does that not have more views is all I'm saying, man. I was so proud of that one. That's such an obvious like meme edit that should have been doing numbers, but I love that one so much. It's so stupid. But no, I was saying, like yeah, I haven't done this in like forever, because for a long time it was like I would have to find something at the end of like Thursday, because I want to do them weekly, because you want to have like, again, to be like streamer minded or content minded or whatever, which I kind of hate low key, but I live in a society like you want to do it regularly. So like a lot of this stuff was just like I had to find something to fit in. Some of them are good. Like this is actually, hold on. This is like a banger. This didn't pop off on YouTube, but this is like the best clip I have on Twitch still, which I think is so. This is like my personality distilled into a clip, which is so great. I'm not gonna just play these clips for you guys, because I need you guys to go to youtube.com/@AceWindfall channel up here and watch them yourself, so I can get the views on it. Don't do that. Well, you should do that if you genuinely are interested in it. But like, I don't. I don't want to just spin here and be like, seriously, remember that time 3 years ago when I did this thing, right? Like, but no, this one's really good. This was I edited this into the first yearly like clip video, right? My browser literally blocks YouTube Shorts. Well, that's on you. Go pull it up on your phone then. I know you did it to better your life, Gabriel, but like, won't you ruin your life a little bit for me? Toxic as hell, dude. So I could be a really good yandere. That's messed up. I say, being the worst one I could ever imagine. Hey, Twitch isn't like simp. You're gonna get shadow banned. I think simp is fine. Actually, I don't know if Twitch does. The thing is, it doesn't matter what Twitch thinks about me. This is YouTube we're talking about here. Play the XCOM one. No, I'm not gonna play. This one's also really good. This was both of these were in the first clip compilation we had, which you can go and watch it. YouTube.com/ace. It's this one. It's this one. Go click here. Which, by the way, the audio mixing on this is terrible. Like, dude, this is so loud. I really want to go back and like edit this to not be that loud, because like it kind of blows your ear out for this part specifically where I go, oh no, and it's like I do not know what I was doing with my audio that day. But yeah, because like I haven't done a lot of stuff here in a hot minute. This one's a banger, by the way. Thank you, LP, and oh god, I don't know. Who was the other person that like LP is the one in red here. That's LP's comment. We need a compilation of just your screams and weird sounds. Or no, LP's in purple. LP's in purple. I've never heard the noise come out from you, I think. LP's one of these two. Shoot, my bad. I'm trying to think who the other person from this is. Cody? It might be Cody. That yeah, these are like this one's a banger, dude. You're Urple. You're Urple. Thank you. But yeah, I like. So I want to like get into doing more of this theoretically to start out with, at the very least. Wasn't it actually a banned term in TOS for a while? That's insane. I believe you actually, because I understand how Twitch is a system works, and I can understand why they would like want to get on terms like that, but it is kind of crazy to think about in a way. You didn't outer sign. That's true, I did. What's the wait? What's the transition there, Kiwi? You didn't. Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, there's my outer signs covered down here, along with my "Twas the Night Before" maintenance and my debut trailer. Like I haven't done a lot. I have 9 videos. That's it. I thought I had like 12. My bad. That's actually kind of crazy. Huh. It's funny you should say that you'd make a good yandere. You remember that Minecraft horror mod I was talking about? Yeah, you mentioned that you got a yandere one. What was that about? I do distinctly remember you talking about a yandere horror mod in your Minecraft, which I don't. Thinking about that now, how does that work? I think it's because somebody joked the CEO was one. I mean, we're not gonna get into Twitch politics on stream because I do not care enough about them. But yeah, that's effectively how it kind of works out. We're not here to talk about Twitch politics. We're here to talk about me, Ace Windfall channel, and how like I haven't done shorts in like a year. Which, by the way, yeah, like to finish my thought, because I keep getting distracted as is tradition. Yeah, like it was really hard for me to do this because a lot of times it'd be like at the end of the week I need to find something. What do I do? I'll just put a fighting game combo that I do, or a fighting game moment. Which is like this one's fun. This had the I'm not gonna sugarcoat it like Tekken bit. This was just a goofy little, like, a lot of it's just like filling space. Like this one's kind of great. This one is just me saying up, down, left, right a million different ways with the Wingdings arrow font. That's kind of a funny one. That's for Tunic enjoyers only though. This one's a hitter, but this one didn't pop off for some reason. For some reason, speaking of things, Chongye is my dad popped off real hard. Like, I have the YouTube analytics, which like it's nothing because I don't have like until the VOD channel, nothing was public outside of these and the 9 videos here. But like the ones of these that did pop off, they still get views somehow. I don't know how that works, but like I'll like log into YouTube just to like edit, like be like, oh, I have to post the new video. I have to like edit the like description of stuff, and it will be like, did you know that Chongye is my dad just got 3 views today? And I was like, what are you talking about? What? It's that one and Cat and Arknights, which you get Cat and Arknights and that's it. This is the only other clip I'll play because this is kind of a banger. The cat, which one's the cat? There's only one Cat in Arknights for me, and that's Lou. Lou, how do you say his name? Oh, yeah. That's right. It's such a good. It's one of my best like, because normally I click on the onboarding dialogue and they'll be like, hi, my name is so and so, and I just kind of forgot that he is just a cat. Stupid. That's kind of a hitter. Okay, enough looking at my channel. If you want to look at my channel more, you gotta go there yourself. Lazy bums. But yeah, to wrap this entire conversation in a bow, then I think big question mark there on that, because we'll probably find a strand to go off on. But yeah, I have like I want to try to get back into doing like clips here and there, and like we have some clips on the channel. So we'll probably start with getting those ones out, like the older ones from like the we had the XCOM one, right? But like probably one of the first ones that I'm gonna put out is gonna be the damn I'm good at animals, right? Like that's a great one. It's hard. I think it's hard for me too, where it's like I want to get a clip that's like it has like a full, like you understand everything from it, which can be a little bit hard, but I think we have a decent amount of those. And then like by playing more variety stuff, we might be able to get more of them or something. I don't know. I'm not thinking that hard about it. If I think too hard about it, I'm gonna lose sight of what I am, because I'm a vibes-based streamer and I don't want to become anything else. But nonchalant bit. Now we have 4 cats. We got Lou. We got Miss Christine. Oh, and the 2 different Palicos. Is that the other 2 you're thinking of, Kiwi? The one we currently have in global and the one that is only in CN right now? And me? No, it's in Arknights, Gabriel. If we're talking in real life, we have spare parts, we have you, we have Mayu. And I didn't know you were a cat. I didn't know you were coming out like that for Pride Month. See, Zero speaking my language. So, actually, insane transition, service crew. That's what we're doing on Thursday. This is not related at all, but I was just like, man, imagine making animal sounds. It's like, oh yeah, that's what we're doing on Thursday, actually. Don't forget, service crew, we're playing on Thursday. We're doing my, what is it? My Voice Zoo, which is just making animal sounds at the hashtag me at the zoo, YouTube's first video ever. That's what we're doing on Thursday. We're going to the zoo. Smooth transition, thank you. I use WD-40. Shut up. Makes no sense. Echolocation beeps like a bat, because that's one's the bat. That's right. Meowing. Is that how you say meow in Indonesian? Is the language Indonesian, Kiwi? Or does it have a different name? The mob is called the Man from the Shadows. Same as his mod's name, and he's the buff chain-smoking yandere, and he kind of looks like you. And he's also been given the name August. August is kind of a cool name, yeah. In Dallas, Texas. You're right. Sorry. Thank you. Speaking of Dolly, this is unrelated. This is a Thursday game. I don't know who just died. Who died and why? Dolly. Oh, it's still there, Dolly. I agree that the yandere is called August because I die in the month of August heat. Woo! I got that as the joke, and then I think I got the second layer of joke there, Dolly. That's an insane one. Did you play Little Kitty Big City, or was it Al? I wonder how he's doing. Al popped in during one of the Wolf Among Us streams, Gabriel. You missed it, I think. We talked about our thoughts on Yume Nikki. But Al seems to be doing good. It was really nice to see him. But no, I don't know if he played it, but I definitely played it. We played Little Kitty Big City, and we played the DLC that came out last year. You can watch them both at youtube.com/@Ace Windfall VODs right now. You have to navigate the unlisted playlists for those ones, but like they're there. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, My Voice Zoo. We're gonna play that on Thursday, so get all your meows, barks, and woos ready. And whatever like sound a giraffe makes. That's not a giraffe sound. Which could vibe with VODs, it's not the same. I fully get that. It's the a lot of times you're here for the interaction with chat or with the streamer. Having the VOD is good for the game, but like there is definitely you're missing a certain aspect of it. It doesn't hit the full same, but it is good if you want to like relive a moment, or if you want to like you missed the stream, but it's like I want to like watch the game. It also, for me, honestly, it works. It kind of is the same for me, because when I have my viewer hat on, I'm a lurker. I do not say anything unless it's like a, they might need to know this. Like unless it's like an important like thing to actually throw out there, I do not say anything. So for me, it kind of hits the same. But like I can see for someone that is more of the active chatter, it can be a very different experience. Some time ago, I hated watching streams. Would rather watch gameplay videos. The full circle. So you're a backseater? No, I'm a lurker. I'm a lurker. But like, a zero, maybe a little bit. There's a fine line. I think I've curated it really good over the last couple of years. And by years, I mean like 15 years, mind you. Because this is an old account. I've been on Twitch since it was Justin TV, dang it. Not like actively, but I'm an old head. But like, definitely looking back on how I was when I was younger, I might have been a little bit of a backseater. I think I did a good, like even back then, I think I did a good job curtailing it, where I wasn't like, you gotta do this. I was like, what about this? Right? Like you do the thing where you give them an option, or it's like, if they're having trouble with it, you're like, do you want a hint? Right? Like it's that little thing. Because the enjoyment is them finding out for themselves how to do something. That's why a lot of times if I'm like, Search, what do? I'll usually ask for like a hint first before getting like the full thing, because it's like I want to be the one to like put the square peg in the round hole, right? I don't want to be the one to be told to do that. What am I talking about? Also, what if I just speak foreign languages a bit? You only get like one foreign language message unless it's Japanese Kiwi. Because if you do more than one, I have to like tell you to not do it, because I can't moderate what you're saying, which is really important. Shoutouts to the random dude yesterday that came in, asked how I was doing, was mean to Dolly, and then said "screw you" 3 times in the galactic alphabet, which I didn't know that's what he was doing. I thought he just tried to like copy paste a like a donger, you know what I mean? Like I thought he was gonna do like an ASCII art, and he just like messed it up. So I ignored it. I didn't realize he was like putting the standard galactic alphabet in chat. It was like a 2-minute thing. You said 3 messages total, LP. I don't understand some people on Twitch. Insane behavior. Hope he's doing better, I hope. Like, that's all I can say for that one, is I hope he's doing better. Like, Kore is pretty Luku Deska, but Sato would be Conan, wouldn't he? Are you mixing multiple languages right now? Like, this is pretty... Is Luku, like, crazy, like, loco? Deska. Deska is Japanese. But Satu... What's Satu? Would be Conran, wouldn't he? Like, you should... It breaks my brain, Kiwi. It's... that is a bit. That's not as bad as doing it entirely in, like, Indonesian or something like that, because I would not be able to at all cut through that. No, Gabriel, Zero's talking about me. I'm a backseater. But you are a backseater, Gabriel. In, like, the fun way. You do a good job curtailing it as well. Because the other thing is, too, I don't think you can backseat me in, like, most of the games I play because you've not played them. Like, the only game I think you could have backseated me in Persona 5, and I think you didn't really do that, so good job. It was killing me not being able to comment live when I watched the Wolf Among Us Part 1 VOD. Sorry, Asmo. Now at least you can, like, comment on the YouTube video. You shouldn't do that. I mean, you can if you want to, but, like, that doesn't do a lot. I got a comment on the YouTube video from a Japanese watcher the other day, and that was really cool. Everyone with someone was being really weird in Portuguese or English, and Ace was not getting how bizarre the message. That's true. Yes, that's a deeper cut. That was during Persona, I want to say. Like that was like 2 years ago at this point, Gabriel. But yeah, Yeah, I think that's another reason why it's like, yeah, I'm gonna start curtailing a lot more on if you're not speaking like English or Japanese. And even if you're speaking Japanese, like you can do that, it's fine. But like I'll probably like gently nudge and try to be like, yeah, speak in English. But we've never really had anyone that came in and was only pure Japanese. Zannen desu ka? I'm back and don't need to use stream chat to communicate. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, we're using stream chat to communicate? Oh, sorry, Dolly. Oh, because you banned yourself, right. The joke I was making was that August, the yandere, is hot and kills people, and that August the month is hot and makes me feel like I'm dying. Oh, yes, okay, thank you. I was gonna be like, did you not even intend for the thing? Okay, I see. You did not intend for it, but I thought that was the double entendre joke. Yeah, sorry, Gabriel. I really threw you under the bus with that one, being like, yeah, you're a backseater, playing, like, when I played none of the games you've ever played. Because you're out here, like, playing The Witcher and, like, driving games and, like, Persona, and I'm out here playing, like, Routine, which is peak, by the way, and Grun, which is Grun, by the way. What? Attempted backseating? Good lord. Honestly, not being able to do a banger bit while watching VODs is like what kills me the most. They gotta do, YouTube really needs to bring back, like, they gotta do Nico Nico style comments, because you could do bits in Nico Nico style comments, I think. You can't really do it in, like, YouTube comments, but, like, if the comments were scrolling across the screen, I feel like the bit would like, work there. You feel me? Because, like, you're interacting with a little bit more in that case. As weird as that sounds. It's again, vibe-based streamer here. Just being like, yeah, that feels correct. It's all about the narrative and the vibe, Service Crew. By the way, how many of you Eagle Eye viewers noticed I changed the schedule to include a little, like, white border around the where's my cursor at? I added a little white border here. Oh, shoot, you can't see. Ah, cursor. If you saw that I added a white border here, good job. Unrelatedly. I just saw that out of the corner. I was like, did anyone notice? I'm missing 200 points to do a bit. The financial irresponsibility came back to eat me up. I don't think that's came back to bite you, Kiwi. No one says came back to eat me up. I've never heard it described that way. That's really funny. I know it's like not even that funny to me, but it's just something like I'm gonna start using that because I like using slightly incorrect English all the time. I couldn't hold myself on that one scarecrow puzzle in Silent Hill F because I felt so clever finding out. But like, valid because that puzzle stunk, and that's still like one of the worst things in that game, unfortunately. For like a 10 out of 10 game, that puzzle was like, ooh. And also the worst part was like, it worked for like that one, Gabriel, but then like the very next one, we were all lost again, weren't we? Also, Ace, do you mess with Train Game? A little bit. Like a specific one, or? To quote the old texts of YouTube, you know, I like trains, and then gets run over by a train. Let's go ass stuff movie. But like, yeah. I have, was it Vortis that recommended this? I think someone at some point recommended Islands and Trains, and I own that. And like, that would be like a peak variety, like Monday, Thursday game. Like just as a one-off thing. Because again, Monday, Thursday is not necessarily gonna, Wait, what the? Why did that like, it didn't hit me, but then it like, what the? It hit my force field, But no, Islands and Trains is a thing, and like that'd be like a fun little like Monday, Thursday thing. Because I know Dolly had mentioned wanting to do more of like the city builder-esque stuff, like from Townscaper, that's what it's called. And so like Islands and Trains kind of has the same vibe as that a little bit. YouTube needs to implement time travel so I can tell bad jokes from the future. Oh, I see what you mean. Like, you're watching a VOD, you tell the bad joke, and then somehow retroactively I will have heard the joke. They got their top min on that, Asmo. Top min. Nika Nika comments on AVGN video, that's... like, when people upload old, like, I say old, but, like, at the time they uploaded it was probably not old. But, like, when people re-upload, like, an English content creator into, like, Japanese on Niku Niku Doga, and you have just people being like, oh, what a crazy, English creator this guy is. That's fun. It's the same vibe as, like, when we, as, like, English-speaking YouTube, patrons, find, like, a Niku Niku Doga video that has, like, English subtitles, and we're like, oh, what a crazy Japanese video this is. It's fun. It's cultural cross-contamination. Oh, I have some cool lore about the I Like Trains guy from Ass Stuff movie. What's the lore? What? Hit it. What is it? It's a train sim. We'll drop it in stream chat. Oh, nice. Oh, QB Double posted. If it's what I think of, there was one train sim I saw recently. I posted. I want to see if it's what I was thinking of. Because there was one that wasn't, because islands and trains seems really cool, but I think I mentioned this before, that I like having a specific goal in mind when it comes to games a lot of times. So, like, unless I'm, like, making a story up on my own, which can be hard in cases, like, for Townscaper, it felt like it took a slight bit of momentum. Maybe not. Maybe it actually didn't take that much momentum, but in the build-up to it, I was like, oh, I'm afraid. I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Like, Islands and Trains feel like it's gonna be the same, where it's like, I'm gonna start doing stuff and be like, I don't know what to do. But it's like painting, where once the brush hits the canvas, it just starts flowing, maybe? I don't know. Whereas, like, if it was like a train sim, it'd be like, oh yeah, I know what to do. Let's hit it, right? I don't know. Played a game called Town to City recently. Wait a minute. Hold on. Simi-related. Is that the one I'm thinking of? I think it is. Act quiet. It is! Did you get it in the, Mayu, did you get it in the Dwarf Romantic bundle? I forget if you were a Dwarf Romantic enjoyer, correct, Mayu? You bought it? Because I saw that because of Dwarf Romantic. They were like, hey, there's a bundle here. Yeah. So I saw on my Steam recommendation, it was like, hey, you own half of this bundle, and this game, like, I think it came out like 4 days ago. So I saw that. You would recommend it? Sick. Because I think I might have seen someone play, I don't know if this was in, like, early access at some point, or if this just looks like another voxel town builder game that I know of, but is there like a goal in this one where it's like you gotta build like the city to have people come into your town? Because if so, I think that is the one that I've seen before, and I think I saw someone play it like in early access or in a demo state before, and I thought it looked interesting. It is? Ooh. Very good rec then, Mayu. Very good rec. Oh, nice. You're in the Eddsworld, the web series I mentioned. The original creator of Eddsworld also voiced the I Like Trains guy. That is some deep lore, Dolly. That's actually insane. Wait, did he just do the I Like Trains guy, or was he like... I don't know enough Ass Stuff movie lore outside of the fact that I think they're still making them, as insane as that is. But like, did the Eddsworld guy... Is the Eddsworld guy the Ass Stuff movie guy, or is he just like a guest voice actor, if you know that? Only stopped because I beat the demo and did everything. Really nice game. I love my town. Nice, man. I commented this before, but I can't remember if you ever replied to it. Music variety on Satsu streams? Maybe. I'm not necessarily opposed to it. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, if I'd have to like, just like find a time to want to look through and find other music. I also like I don't know, like, there's a lot of stuff in my head where it's like, this is the way that the VTubers do it in my head, right? Like, I have my intro music, I have my Zatsu music, and I have my outro music, and those three will stay like the same as much as I can, just because that's my brand. You hear this music like in someone else's stream, and you're like, and you should be thinking like, that's Ace's Zatsu music, what the hell? Like, I'm watching a YouTube video essay and it's like, that's Uni music, what the hell? I need that same vibe. But I kind of get your feeling. I do it occasionally with like, if you guys are your Christmas. No wait, no, Christmas. There we go. I use this every Christmas, and I use this every Halloween. Like, I don't know. I just like having my specific ones, or this one for the scary stuff. I've been using that for Silent Hill F and routine when we have to like take a break, because it's good like hold music. I used to use this one a decent amount. That's like year 0 soundtrack stuff, but like I used to use this a decent amount. Put some screenshots of my little demo town stream chat. Let me see. Dore. Oh, I like the little like path by the lake. It goes through like night and day. I like the little street lamps. Yeah, because you have to like, this is the one I saw before. I forget who I watched play it. Oh god, I wish I could like pull out who played this in my mind. Was it like Real Civil Engineer? That doesn't sound right. I don't know if you played that or not. But yeah, like, because you had to like make a plaza, and then your plaza is where you would like put shops, and like that would allow shopkeepers to like move in, and then the shopkeepers need places to like stay, or something vaguely like that. And yeah, this is 100% it, because I see the little plaza area here. Oh, very nice. Good recommendation, Mayu. It's on sale and in a bundle, so there's a good chance I might pick it up. I can get it for only 31 bucks. Wait, hold on. Oh, because I don't actually know. It's going to be cheaper than that. It's $26.99. I'm currently not on the account that actually owns Dorfromantic, so it actually would probably be cheaper than 31 bucks. I was like, why is that more expensive? Like this last one, never heard of before. That's called Coffee Brown. The, this one. I like it a lot as well. It's definitely like, I used this for a long time before I switched to. The one that we normally have is called Full House. And like, yeah. I don't know if you guys are noticers in media, but coffee and poker always hit. It's like I've always had this thing when it comes to like rhythm games. Halloween music is always at least an 8 out of 10. Halloween branded music in your rhythm game always goes insane, because it will always sound like, it'll always have some kind of specific vibe in it. It's usually a higher and upbeat, and it's usually fun to play. This is actually a much more chill version of it, but like Halloween music is always like an 8 out of 10. And when it comes to like jazz or like I don't know, coffee and poker theme music also just always hit. They're always like an 8 out of 10, if not higher. I don't know what the lore is, like what the math, the statistics are, but you're right, it's not the Full House theme, it's just called Full House, no relation. Really, I know this isn't, and I think I'm connecting this because I use this for my Red Letter Media skit back when I like first, like near the time not when I first debuted, because I didn't do this as like a debut skit, but like I think one of my first Zatsus I used it when I was talking about a movie at one point, and like now for like it just sounds like I'm about to like sit down with my best friend Jay and like talk about like whatever came out in theaters this week while not fixing a crummy VCR. Which, speaking of movies, you guys want to go watch The Backrooms? Apparently it's solid. I say this and I bring it up because I watched the Red Letter Media review only about halfway through, because then they started talking spoilers, but it sounds like it actually kind of hits. If you like cute town building games that you decorate and stuff, then very cool. Nice, thank you, Mayo. The other guy was not the Aztec guy, but they were friends. And he voiced a character in Ed's World. Oh, okay. Whatever happened to predictability, the milkman, the paperboy, and evening TV. I don't know. I actually don't know any of the words of the Full House theme. I was never a Full House kid. What about Iron Lung? I also need to go see Iron Lung. It's not in theaters anymore. That's more like we do need to do a watch along of that at some point. High key, this is another like, I don't know if like it's my wishful thinking. It's like when you it's like, oh, new month, new me. It's like what's the word? Like New Year's resolutions in a way. I feel like, where it's like, oh, with the new schedule, like the new schedule has nothing to do with the shorts thing, but I'm also like, I want to do shorts. I've been wanting to do that for a bit, get back on that. But it's like the same with the new schedule. It's like, oh, we can do more watch-alongs. Which low-key actually is true. I actually had that idea of, like, we're definitely doing a watch-along at the end of this month. Air Shakur is getting added to Umu's My Pretty Derby, and I want to do a two-parter of, we pull Air Shakur and then do her story, and then also we watch the movie, because that is legitimate cinema, and I need you guys to, like, know that I'm not just joking when I say how good the movie is. But then I was thinking, like, Exit 8, I think, might be out finally in a way that I can get it, so I'd like to do Exit 8 and watch Exit 8 the movie at some point. Or, like, I already played Iron Lung, but, like, we can watch Iron Lung. I would like to think it'd be fun to do, like, movie watch-alongs. Animes can be a little bit long sometimes, but, like, I like movies. Movies are, like, an hour and a half to 2.5 hours. They're, like, perfect, and I can really, like, nerd out a little bit about just... I don't even have, like, a film background. But I just, like, have enjoyed so much movie long form and short form content over the years that you just pick up on things, and I like talking about stories. My timeline has been nothing but backrooms. I have no backrooms at all. I didn't know it came out until I saw the Red Letter Media review on my YouTube feed. And I was like, I legit was like, are they gonna hate it or are they gonna like it? Because I didn't know. I knew it was an A24 movie, but I didn't know, like, if it was like good or not. And, like, learning about it's like, yeah, it's a young kid. It's like it's a YouTuber that did it, which is, again, it's not like I'm not using, like, to agree with what Red Letter Media said in their review. It's like YouTube is just the new way you put media out there. It's not like a YouTuber is not one specific thing. It can be a lot of stuff. But, like, yeah, it's a dude in, like, his 20s. Like, early 20s. He might just straight up be 20 years old. Like, wrote and directed the movie. And, like, it's pretty good. They said, like, there are some rough parts, especially early on. But, like, overall, like, it hit, which I was like, wow, what? Wow! I'm only into very specific horror aesthetic, CBH. I'm wuss when it comes to jump scares. You got me though, Zero. Don't worry. As you saw from yesterday, I'm clearly strong and not at all scared. Don't take into account the, like, 3 times I got jump scared in that game. Those were all, like, really good jump scare moments, though. I still can't get over the legitimate, like... there was the very first one where I, like, ran into a room where there was just a powered-down robot that came alive, and I was like, oh, that's on me. But, like... so that one was, like, a natural occurring jump scare for me. But, like, the one at the very end of the game, when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna leave, and he just comes out of the shadows and gets my ass, that legitimately got me. Because I was so not paying attention. Yeah, it was the one at the very beginning with the robot. There was the one at the very end with the tall man. And there was the one kind of near the end where you're in, like, the cafeteria location, and he just, like, pops his head out, and I was like, those are the 3 big jump scare moments from yesterday. But, like, outside of that, I was so calm, cool, and collected. I haven't seen Iron Lung, but I keep hearing consistently good things about it. Same, Dolly, same. Which is why, like, yeah, I'd agree. Backrooms and Iron Lung double feature? That'd probably be too long for a Thursday. Because that'd probably be, like, 4.5 hours. Backrooms movie is, 1 hour, 50 minutes. Iron Lung is 2 hours, 5 minutes. It'd be 4 hours. That'd be too long for, like, a weekday if we want to do a double feature. That would be, like, a Sunday double feature, or it'd be, like, 2 separate months or something like that, but still. They're both good. And Exit 8. Don't forget Exit 8. But, yeah. Okay. Service crew. Do you have anything else? Do you have any more hot topics? Because otherwise, I think it's about time we start wrapping up. Before we do, of course, the most important thing. This is like the transition. Before I say let's wrap up. We got to do this. Then we do any other matters, and then we do the actual wrap-up part. So before we get to any other matters, service crew, it's a new month. Mayu, thank you for your service in being our employee of the month for May. Great job. Good outfit, by the way. However, it has become time for a... I just realized I never gave you guys the ability to, like, do Bucket Gotcha today. Which one of you is supposed to be, like, in charge of that? Where's my foreman at? Here, you guys can do Bucket Gotcha and Hanger Lights. You guys should have been able to do that the entire time. Not bad. But service crew, I'm about to unlock Employee of the Month. The rules, of course, are that you can vote for anyone here or not here for Employee of the Month. They will then become Employee of the Month for the month of June. They will get the VIP badge, and they will get their photo up on the wall, and that's about it. The stipulation, of course, is that you cannot nominate anyone that has been Employee of the Month in the last year, in order to just, like, I don't know, to like get variety, basically. Also, I feel like we talked about this originally, but Mayu for the month of May is kind of funny. But as a reminder, the people that you cannot vote for are Dolly, Vortis, Gabriel, Wisteria, Kiwi, Harmonica, and Mayu. With that in mind, first come, first serve. You may vote. Servers down for maintenance. What's her? Oh, my servers are down for maintenance or something else. We're warming the tortilla to prepare the wrap. Good lord, Zero. But yeah. You got anything else beforehand? What server is that? So I don't know if that's like a reference to me going down, or like to like if you're playing a game and the servers are down for maintenance or something. It has not been this long since we started with this Employee of the Month thing. What do you mean it has not been this long? Explain further. Oh, servers are the Bucket Gotcha. No, they're back up. They're back up, right? I did save it, right? Yeah, look at that. Look, see, look, easy. Pull. Watch this. Pull. Oh, that's actually. Did I make that more common actually? Straight up. Nice. Thank you, Dolly. Thank you, Dolly. Teal, if you are here, congratulations. You are the new Employee of the Month. Nice. If not, we can ping Teal in the Discord and ask Teal to get a message for them for up there. Thank you, Dolly. Oh, sorry, LP. There is always next month. Let's see. For the time being, though, we can. I don't like adding people. This is gonna. I try not to add people in the Discord because like it's like they're probably sleeping, especially because Teal's European. Teal is actually legitimately probably sleeping. Teal, you've been chosen. Is that how you spell chosen? No, there's only one O in chosen. Chosen as Employee of the Month. Parentheses, congrats. Do you have a specific image you want, or do you want a default Sabihan image, or do you want to use a default Sabihan image? And then we do so Employee of the Month, the properties. Mayu, good work. And then I get to do screenshot this. Perfect. It was a quick voting session. We don't vote anymore. Because, like, high key, I like the idea of you just nominating and they just get in. Because, like, high key, if it was like I guess the idea with voting is you're voting between different, I don't know, like, I feel like voting's, like, really mean. Like it's like, oh, Like, what if you're the dude? What if you're the Sabihan that like gets nominated 4 times and doesn't like win? Like that, I don't know. That's like, I don't want to pit you guys against each other like that. Voting seems bad. Voting's like a feels bad, man. I get where you're coming from in a way, Gabriel, but it's like I don't want to have someone be the one that loses that vote. But who nominates who? What do you mean who nominates who? I didn't get. What do you mean you don't get it? We've done this 7 times. What do you mean you don't get the? I guess in fairness, the first 2 times were very different, but like the way it worked, Gabriel, is there's a and I guess I should have probably explained this earlier because maybe you had to go to bed the last couple times, and obviously it's been a month since we last do this. But the way it works, Gabriel, is that whenever I give the thing, if you go into the power-ups and rewards section of the Twitch chat, you know, where you can lurk, you can choose an emote to unlock, you can stand up, you can make me stand up, you can do your bucket gacha, you can make me drink, you can head pat me, you can head smack me, you can turn on or off the hanger lights, you can pet spare parts right here. You can throw a wrench in my head. You can ask me to go raid someone specifically. You can ask me almost anything. You can have me say this, please. You can have my outfit be changed. You can summon or shoo away spare parts. You can go on basement duty. You can put the professional disclaimer banner on. You can put the tangent in progress banner on, or you can drag and install. Along with those ones, an employee of the month reward pops up. It's yellow orange, and if you click on that, you just type in who you want to be nominated or who you want to be it, and it's first come first serve. Yeah, it's a race condition. Because yeah, I think, was it the very first one we did where it was like a vote? We might have done that for the first 2 ones, and I was just like, I don't like this anymore, actually. Because I like felt bad that it's like, I don't want to pit you guys against each other. Oh, that's a good point. I feel like I don't know about you guys, but I don't have I hope you guys don't get woken up by ads on your phone. That's insane behavior. Like maybe you do, and like maybe it depends on your situation, but like I imagine if you're actually like honk shooing, you're not gonna have like your phone in a way that like an adding of you on Discord, like a DM or whatever, will like. Yeah, I'm the same way, Mayu. Like at most I get the little like red number notification, and I just like look at it later on, or like on my phone it's muted, but I'll like get like the pop-up if it's like specifically. But yeah, generally speaking, like if you like, some people don't do that, and that's fine. But like it depends. It really depends on like the type of servers you're in, because I'm in like a few fighting game servers, and it's like if I did not have that on, ooh. And of course you can do it on a server by server basis, but I'm just so used to just muting everything. Dolly, nommed you, by the way. I was gonna type nominated, but I like the idea of Dolly nommed you, by the My voting is mean joke goes unnoticed. I'm officially not funny. Aw, hold on. Voting is mean, .correct right? I don't know if that's how that worked. I feel like they still voted in communist Russia. Well, maybe not in communist Russia specifically, but like, Dolly. Sorry, I was explaining the how the thing worked to Gabriel, so I missed it. It's only 4:44 a.m. in the UK, so I'm sure it's a good time. Mayu. Make a wish though, Mayu. That was good. I mean, it doesn't work now because it's now 40:49, but like when you typed it, that was a really good time to make a wish. Had a ringer on from my Discord pings that go insane, right? Heads up, you are on public. Wait, wait, hold on, what does that mean? When you say you are on public, do you mean, what, me adding Teal? I know I did that publicly, if that's what you're saying, or if that was something else. Okay. Or wait, are you saying that my server is public for you on whatever? Deconvolute that for me if you wish to. But seriously, I think we've hit everything we need to. I think we might be good to wrap up, shall we? I think I already said this like multiple times, and I've shown the schedule like 4 times at this point, but You know, rule of threes, baby. That's a movie thing. Yeah. We're gonna wrap up. The rest of the week we're looking at. By the way, look at this art. Look at this art. That's me. That's me. My mom drew that. I love that. I love that piece of art so much. It's so cool. Hold on. There we go. That's us. But no, yesterday we played Routine. It's very good. If you did not check that out, I recommend you either check out the VOD or play it yourself, because it's really, really good. It's a game that, like, I recommend you play it yourself and then watch the VOD, honestly. Because it's a game that I feel like I would want to watch someone else play it again, or I'd want to like look at the story again, because it actually goes a lot more heady than I thought it was going to near the end, and I kind of digged it a lot. It's surprisingly 2001. Time to go play the game that capital YU linked. Capital Capital YU is in U. The username is UU. Wait, which one did you link? Wait, how far back we go? Wait, how far back we going on this one? Wait, what? Or is this in stream chat? Oh, Running Train, by the way. Thank you, Kiwi. I never Kiwi. I feel really bad that I fully missed your train sim thing you were talking about. Running Train. That is not the train sim that I thought you were gonna link. Because I saw a train sim on my Steam recommendation recently that was something different. But okay. I'm listening. Take a peek. Take a look at it. This afternoon. Oh, yes, the free game. By the way, yeah, Service Crew, if you don't know, there is Gravity Circuit, which is a beloved indie game that I know nothing about, but I know it's beloved in indie game, and it's got a dude wearing a scarf. His name is Kai, I believe, is the main character. That game is getting a sequel, so Gravity Circuit is free on Steam right now. I have it. I don't think I'm gonna play it on stream. I think I'm gonna play it off stream though, because I started playing Factorio off stream, and like I don't know, I like having things to play off stream. It might be cool. I'll let you guys know if I actually do end up playing it, or let me know if you end up playing it. Let me know if it's good. But yeah, go get that. Just because it's free, just get it now. It's free. My jokes make me laugh, and that's the intended audience. Nice job, Dolly. Same, honestly. I need a little bit more. What do you need more, Kiwi? I can try to extend this wrap up until the hour, and then it might go longer than that, but but yeah, Routine. I highly recommend you play that. Super good. And then go check the VOD if you want to, but like you need to play it yourself, honestly. It's a thinker. Maybe I should cut down on my jokes and bits. Never. Unless I'm probably not. Kiwi. Kiwi, never change who you are. The jokes make you laugh, and that's important. Don't forget, Kiwi. Editor put up the same. What's the same stupid joke? Equally stupid. That's the one. Yeah. Yeah. Get a foot-long wrap. So I think you should try The Sims 3. It's really good. I don't know if I'd play The Sims specifically, but doing some kind of other life sim-esque game could be interesting. Maybe The Sims 3. But yeah, Routine, really good, recommend it. Free chat, we did that. That's today. That's what we're doing right now. Arc Nights. It's gonna be the last Arc Nights for a hot minute because again we are changing the schedule for after this. But come by tomorrow if you want to just. I'm doing. By the way, speaking of Arc Nights. Like, I cannot stress it enough. Me moving Arc Nights from the always the pillar on Tuesday, I really like Arc Nights. I cannot stress this enough. This is just me wanting to, like, change some things up a little bit. I've been really legitimately enjoying the fact that I was like, oh, I want to try using Syracuse specific operators. And that really, like, added a lot to the game for me. And, like, I understand Niche Nights a little bit more now. And like, yeah, if I need to like actually beat a boss, I can crack out my good boys and girls. But I do see the appeal in Niche Nights. It's very fun. But yeah, we're gonna be doing Syracuse preferably, fighting against the Nasty event, and also we're gonna do a 110 roll for Nasty probably. So it's gonna be great. And then last thing on the week is My Voice Zoo. That was a recommendation by Teal, by our new employee of the month, Teal. I don't know anything about it outside of like you're running a zoo and you get to voice the animals. I don't know if there is anything more to that. It's gonna be just a fun little goof off 2-ish hour game, I assume. And with that, we're gonna ban Gabriel. And then unban Gabriel. Wait. That actually deleted Gabriel's messages on the board. When Dolly self-banned earlier, didn't delete her messages on the board. That's insane. Oh my god, I can actually erase people's existence. This is messed up, man. Didn't realize it worked like that, man. Paralyzed that in early access. Oh, I do remember you mentioned that one, yeah. I timed out, I wasn't banned. Well, no, I timed out Gabriel. I said ban, but I timed him out. I didn't actually ban him. Because there's ban, timeout, warn. Oh, I can hold on. Warn. Select chat rules that the user has violated or enter a custom reason to warn Gabriel. Oh, custom reason. League of Legends. How do I, oh my god, my thing is not big enough. Hold on, how do I enter? Tab? Oh, send warning, there we go. Gabriel, what do you see? Welcome to the X-Felling Club, Gabriel. In fairness, Gabriel, you guys say that, but oh my god, it says, oh my god, it's I shouldn't link Gabriel's entire profile, but I will. You have a thing on you now, Gabriel. Hold on, does anyone else have this? I guess that no, the warning's gone now. I guess it just stayed there for a second. What was that? Why did that pop up there? Asmo! You know that Russian dude in that first image loved playing League of Legends. He played Malphite. I would never play League of Legends. I played League of Legends. I'm not going back there. But Sorcerer, if you want to play League of Legends and get a really cute Poro banner, more power to you. It is a cute Poro banner. Okay, lead player is strong. Why ban over Lily? Wait, no, what do you mean? No, Dolly, no. Dolly, you're watching Rent-A-Girlfriend, you're playing League of Legends. What happened, Dolly? Where did I go wrong? you spend years trying to raise a service crew member to be an upstanding member of society that likes dark, cozy, and like messed up story games, and they become a Rent-A-Girlfriend League of Legends player. I can't believe it. I have a criminal history now. I didn't finish my thought, but like, Gabriel, you and Kiwi combined have 18 timeouts. Dolly has 61 timeouts. I see where I went wrong, actually, as a chat steward. Oh yeah, that makes sense. He's the one missing out on the new ARAM mode. You're not gonna give me to come back. 2xKO didn't even give me to come back because 2xKO kind of did some other things before, like right after release, which were like, Okay. So if you're with that, schedule done, voting done, chatting, question mark, done. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope to see you guys tomorrow or Thursday or sometime in the future. We'll hopefully the new schedule will be fun and interesting, and I don't know. All right. And hopefully maybe we get to see a cool short either this week or next. I don't know. But yeah. Before we wrap, let's find someone else to raid into. But yeah, thank you guys for this. I feel like Gabriel said it like earlier too, where it's like, oh, you make it sound so easy, and I think I have been getting better at doing Zatsu stuff. It definitely, like, back in the day, I definitely didn't do this like every month. I did this like whenever I felt like I had something specific I could say about it. But I think having like doing this every month definitely adds to the. You get more used to it. You can like go through things. You get the what I can't even talk right now. You get the feel for it, right? It's nice. Oh, speaking of, this is not on the schedule. Speaking of vibe things on like Monday, Thursday, I want to do another solo TTRPG. Those things are fun. No promises on when, but like there's a tea shop one that looks really like a hitter. So look forward to that possibly. I don't know. Haven't been the same since my night in the slammer. Kiwi. A Vibes-based streamer vibing for real. Yo, I'm sending you guys over to Asa. I think I sent you guys to Asa like last week, but I'm also playing Silk Song right now. Silk Song hits, dude. So go check them out. Asa's very cool. Silk Song's a very fun game. I need to go beat it at some point. It's still insane to me. I'm at the last boss, but like because I'm at the last boss, I don't really care, right? It's messed up. Gabriel, thank you for censoring yourself. Insane self-censor. But no, it's more like The Lighthouse at the Edge of the Universe. That's a solo TTRPG, but what can I say? You can't watch only old school anime without becoming a little messy Wessy in the head. Dolly. Oh, Dolly. That's why we love you though. We all have our quirks and eccentricities, and that's what makes us who we are. And who we are a bunch of people going to raid Asa Dekai. So with that, search through. Oh no, not that. There we go. I don't know where my buttons are on this thing. With that, search through. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you catch you next time. Peace out, everyone. And see you there in 3, 2, 1. Go say hi.